ecological issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
This message goes out to Johnny Raw via Cash App. Thank you for your donation. You're too much of a pussy to leave Cobra alone. Fuck the trolls. Oh yeah, the donation was, you're too much of a pussy to drink on live with chat, boy. And it's like, dude, your life is fucking sad. Your fucking obsession with me is more unhealthy than my drinking. Bang, let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave YouTube!
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my channel again! You will be banned!
I'll beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, ladies and gentiles, elephants and crocodiles, thank you for joining me this evening. Let's change the scene and get a little more comfortable. Yes, we're going to have a catch-up stream. We, of course, did a glorious Lulz packed, cram-packed live stream on Monday. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's got cringe, it's got tears, it's it's got a little bit of everything in that one. A lot of those video clips I didn't watch beforehand, and I was very pleasantly surprised on how many meltdowns and just absolute gold nuggets there were in those video clips. So check that out if you haven't. So tonight we're going to get caught up with the other half. We got to get the second half of the week, folks. So not a whole lot, but a few dandies I'm hoping we have in the fire. It always turns out to be a good show. Thank you for being here. Thumbs up the video. First on the agenda, Shanny for Christ has wiped all her videos from Rumble. Fortunately, I did grab the last one that was posted. I believe it was the last one. It's a reach. We're going to be checking that out a little bit later, but been quiet on that front. She's just not having it, folks. Not having it. And then I hear that Cobra had a little bit of a meltdown last night. I just heard that in the chat, and I check it out now. He's taken the main video down, but he has made an apology stream. We're going to check a little bit of that out in a second, but someone did capture the Buttercup meltdown, the rage over Buttercups. What's a Buttercup? Well, I guess we'll find out later. We'll check that out. We also got lots of Von Helton to catch up on. He's been streaming like daily, twice even. So we got some catch up. Now today he did, get it, catch up. You see what I did there, folks? It's a Lulz catch up tonight. Gotta get caught up. But what's interesting, today there was actually 3 instances of Von Helton online that I know of. There was hot dogs with the Von at lunchtime. He microwaved some hot dogs, I guess, was quite proud of himself. But that's on Odyssey. And of course, Odyssey takes like 11 days to process a goddamn video or however long it takes. So I don't know if we'll get to check that out. But then he was on John's channel. John had a little bit of a live. J-Dubs, J-Cups, a.k.a. Honey. And the last part of it was actually kind of lulzy. Candace, crazy Candace, is back in the picture. Von Helton seems to think that he still has a chance with her, even though she told him point blank to his face that she thought he was a scumbag and was never coming. But now she's baiting him again. If she can get her money back from the scammer, she may come visit. And trying to convince Von to become a Christian. Gets Von talking about some pretty lulzy things. She's actually laughing out loud. She's not even hiding that she's trolling him. But Von Helton claimed that he was, a martial arts expert all his life and all this. Shows off some karate moves. There was some funny stuff, but unfortunately, J-Dubs being the fagula that he is, took the video down. So I'm sure we'll see it in clips come out, but we can't watch that one either. But if we go over to Odyssey, we got lots of catch up. We got all these ones. He's talking about court in this one. We got lots of them to catch up on. So we're going to do the second half of the show. We're going to be catching up. Whoops, what am I doing here? There we go. That's what I wanted. But we're going to be playing the catch-up game here, folks. First things first, let's get a little drink. I got a bunch of cans of beer left over. I got to drink it up. Folks, it's a Heineken. Not a sponsor. quite ahead on that. Let's have a little sippy poo. Oh yeah. Right there, folks. It's going to be a good one. All right. Well, like I said, King Cobra put out an apology stream. Now, we're not going to watch the whole stream, but I do want to preview just the first little bit of it, just to see what, because I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched the Buttercup rage that happened last night. But if he's making apology videos, you know it's got to be good. So let's see what he says before we start the show here.
The goth bad boy King Cobra JFS. Last night's stream was pretty fucking sweet. One of my fans sent me $100 to drink an entire bottle. And eventually it got to the point where the dude was just like, hey man, here's the money, you don't gotta finish the bottle. And then unironically, the fucking stream decided to fuck off on the internet. It is what it is. So I'm actually polishing it off right now. Yeah, dude. It was like down to here. Like down to like the bottom before I finished it. I would have finished it on stream last night, but the internet cut out. So I'm kind of like, well, that's some bullshit. So thank you, Jerry Blake, for sending me the alcohol and the McDonald's. I appreciate it.
All right, so he's saying it was a great stream and the internet just went down. But we have this one that may tell a different story. King Cobra JFS in the Buttercup Rage. So those are Buttercups, folks. I don't know if he got challenged to guzzle them or what we're going to be looking at here. I'm assuming this has to do with it. I think it was just put out, a few hours ago by Detective Blur. I don't know that channel, but we're going to check it out a little bit later. Folks, thanks for being here. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff. Let's get this party started the way we ought to. Folks, you know.
Lulz don't stop. He won't quit with them things. You know, for real though. Much love to the fans. Much love to the women. Treat the women right. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Fans, it's never gonna stop with them things. Lulz keep pushing with all the fans with them things. As he don't stop. As he won't quit with them things. Fans, it's never gonna quit with them things. I'll be the greatest of all time. The best with them things. As I don't stop. As I won't quit with them things. You know, fans, it's never gonna stop. Lulz, the king of breakdancing, as he never gonna quit. Hey, Lulz, knocked him out with them things. You know, as you're ready, knocking him out. So much upon knocking him out. Lulz, you're the greatest. You're the best. As you're never gonna stop. Much love to the fans. Much love to the women. Lulz, never gonna quit. God bless the fans. Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, you guys, Stuart Piddle on the most targeted citizen. We on the backside of the afternoon. The sun is starting to go low in the sky today. I have been hard at it all day. I got an early start today. Well, not really early start. I got started at lunchtime. This is what we got so far. It's starting to look like something now, ain't it? Ain't that cool? I about got all this done. I gotta get this piece, and I'm gonna mount it in there like that. And I gotta come over top of it right here and level it off, and that piece will be done. And then all I gotta do then is fill this in, go around, cut the edges, and tack it in. But the floorboard is almost complete. And the rocker, because remember I had to rebuild the rocker too. I'll cut that out and I'll patch that in too. But as you can see, it's only screwed down in that place and that place. So the front here is all shaped, formed. It doesn't move. It's sturdy. I put an extra strip here, and extra strip here, and then this is doubled here. So there's plenty. I mean, this is actually, it is now stiffer than it was originally. So, as you can see, me not knowing what I'm doing, I'm getting it done. This is what men do. Men. I'm 48 years old. I've been working since I was 8 years old. 8 years old, I was pushing a lawnmower around the neighborhood, making $200 a week at 8 years old. That's why it disgusted me to see kids, and not only kids, but adults that can barely tie their own shoes. Made a video last week about not feeding the trolls, and as you guys can see, I'm doing best to keep to that. What you don't understand as the viewer is how many people I have to block. So when you see somebody pop up and you're like, well, I wonder why he's calling that troll out. Well, it's because I just don't call a troll out for the first time trolling me. It's nonstop. One of the biggest whiners, one of the biggest crybabies in the targeted individual community. And I don't know why he's claiming to be targeted, because I haven't seen it. But the definition of narcissist is this person. I've blocked 2 or 3 of his channels, and then imagine somebody starting a new channel just to come attack you. Well, that's what I deal with. So if I don't even say their name, they still come and try to mess with me. So let's do it again. This is from my video I posted this morning. And for the guys that did post and did comment, thank you so much. God bless you. You know I'm fighting for you. If I can get this done and get a piece of property, get my houseboat, then I can give sanctuary and I can help other people on their way to navigating through this torture known as being a targeted individual. I have listened to, well, the name's channel now is Abe's Backup Channel. He pitches a fit. He's one of the most unstable people I've ever seen on the internet. Now, you can call me unstable all you want, but I get up every day and work. Every day, I crawl out of that off that couch. I get up, I make something to eat, I get out and hustle. The only person in the world that should have a problem or would have a problem with me not having a quote-unquote job would be Tina. And guess what? She knows how hard I work. Period. Why? Because I contribute. Because everything in this yard, as described by Abe last week, all that junk you got laying around, all that junk. Well, I don't want to go beeping horns and honking my own horn here, but that aluminum trailer right there is about anywhere from $1,500 to $1,800. The metal on it's about $3,000 worth of metal. This truck, I gave $1,000 for it. When I'm done with it, it'll be worth about $6,000 to $7,000. And the older it gets, the more money it's going to be worth. And the more I work on it, it's going to really come through to the fruition. I've got about $200, $300 in these jet skis. And this year, they're both going to be fully operational. This jet ski right here is going to be, I'm going to take the motor out of that and build an ATV for the highway. Because in North Carolina, you can drive an ATV on the road now as long as it's tagged and insured. So I'm going to take the motor out of that. 100 horsepower engine. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to build an ATV like a rail buggy for the road. That camper was free, but when I get done with it, guess what? It's going to be worth about $8,000 to $9,000. I mean, and you guys seen it as generator, refrigerator, wheels and tires. I mean, that thing is worth plenty of money. So, all that junk. See, the people who talk about saying junk are the people that have nothing and don't know the value of anything. Heck, I've still got a $6,000 engine in this motorcycle out here. In my Harley, there's still a $6,000 engine in it that I could take out, put together, and put back in. I could get that bike running in probably a week. I could rebuild that bike and have it together, running and driving in a week's time. But I'm trying to build a houseboat. Trying to get everything done to escape. All this wood, remember that, guys? All that? I worked for it and got it for free. All the installation, I got that at a half off. So when I'm ready to build my house, guess what? I got everything to do it with. That building right there, all that junk, that building right there, it's got $5,000 worth of windows and doors. Junk to absent-minded Abe, because when someone can't create, because to my knowledge, he still didn't even have a job. He still doesn't work. He was going to be a truck driver, and that just magically fell through, I guess, because nobody wants to work with him. I read the messages to Tina, and she's like, oh, my God, he's a narcissist. And I was like, yeah. And I don't like to use those terms because they're overused, but it's kind of like calling somebody a racist. It's so overused. But with Abe, it's. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove to you that he's an absolute narcissist. So listen to this. And being a targeted individual is nothing to brag about. Trust me. So here is Abe's first message 2 hours ago. I couldn't imagine being this tard's neighbor yelling about planes flying every day. Tard, that's not really language we use nowadays, is it? Hey, tard, can you prove they're specifically flying over you? If you can't, then just shut up. Well, I've proven they were specifically flying over me with flight logs, but Abe don't want to know that. By the way, you don't hear me yelling about planes. But what's weird to me is there are few targeted individuals like Richard Bruce in California, probably one of the most famous targeted individuals, who actually films the helicopters following him around. So, yes, it happens. And other targeted individuals, I remember the other one up in Virginia who used to communicate with me, and he kind of disappeared on me. But he had planes following over him. So there are targeted individuals that have planes stalking him, Cessnas, just like the ones I film every day. So, yes, it happens. I'm sorry that poor Abe couldn't be that special to get the treatment I get, because it's easy. Abe was easier breaking him down with a headlight out and maybe somebody stomping on the floor, if targeted at all. Next one. You make real TIs look bad. Yeah, dude. That's what planes do. They fly over everyone. And by the way, the plane's coming. He's making a circle. He's coming right here. He'll be right over my head here directly. Name one person on the internet that has planes flying all over their head at all times. One person. And think about this. There are people everywhere in America that live near airports. And none of them has this. None of them. Hear him idle down. Salt Air Leasing 79514. Salt Air Leasing. That was convenient, wasn't it? Hey, tard, can you prove they're specifically flying over you? You make real TIs look bad. Yeah, dude, that's what planes do. They fly over everyone. No, they don't. They're not just flying over you either. They're flying over thousands of other people too. Everyone has a plane flying over them. Okay, well, film one. Record a plane flying over you, absent-minded Abe, or dipstick douchebag. Everyone has a plane fly over them. You're an embarrassment and a complete tard. Now listen to this in capital letters. I'm the best, period. What? I'm the best, period. The best at what? You had to go to school to get a CDL and you still don't have them? I was driving big trucks when I was 21 years old. Dump trucks, tractor trailers, big equipment. I didn't have to go to school for it because I learned how to do it and did it. Here's the next one. Doesn't matter what you say or do, nobody has been through as much as me, and nobody has more evidence. Well, I'd like to see it. He doesn't have one video of a drone. Not one. He doesn't have one eyewitness testimony of a drone following him around like I do. He doesn't have one video of a plane. He doesn't have any videos of vandalism. He just gets on there and talks about how nobody wants to be around him. Well, when you have that kind of attitude and you treat people the way he does, of course no one wants to be around him.
Because I'm like
I guess the number one would be
Thanksgiving. Stick me with a fork. I'm all done.
Channel 69GWN has just donated $1.99 through Super Chat. There's literally an airport right near him, lol.
Yeah, he lives technically beside an airport. I know the feeling. I mean, I have several airplanes going over me every day, and I'm pretty sure it's not because of me. I'm pretty sure it's because of the airstrip that I live near. That being said, we're going to skim through some of this because he goes on and on. I just thought it's funny. He's actually in an active competition with another YouTube person of who's more targeted. Who suffers more. That's what this is all about, folks.
his own daughter doesn't want to be around him.
Well,
my daughter's my best friend, my youngest daughter. It's just insanity. If it weren't for my oldest daughter's boyfriend, then she would be coming around too, but she's scared I'll kill him. Doesn't matter what you say or do, nobody has been through as much as me, and nobody has more evidence. You're a joke compared to me. Well, I don't think anybody's laughing, Abe. I don't think anybody's laughing. It's a bad look, man. It's a bad look. You see, when I come on last week, I said, we're not going to feed the trolls. Let's just pray for them. And the people are giving me advice. Oh, let Abe see Jesus in you, and just, just be good and reach out to him and do all this. Well, you guys see that I'm not the aggressor. I'm not going after him. I'm not rattling his cage. He's got, a total of 4 videos online. I mean, because he flips out and says, oh God, I got to delete my videos because it'll get the feds off me. And there are a lot online who claim that he is an agent. I don't know if that's true or not. I just know the boy's lost. He's scared. He's alone. He's I think he's dangerous. He flies off the handle all the time. He has no control on his emotions. And guys, I'm not the only channel he attacks. There's a bunch of people that he's went after and just attacked and hate, and just hate. I'm on here trying to show you guys what I do. How I'm trying to survive this, my plans to get out. That's what this camper for, is to set it up so another targeted individual will have a place to stay. I'm not done with this. This right here is top priority right now, because when I buy my land, I need this truck. I need this truck to haul all this stuff, because I don't want to put that wear and tear on my Bronco. So this truck will be together, and I'll be hauling all my gear to my new piece of property, whichever one that'll be. I'm looking at 2 properties right now. And hopefully I can get something worked out. I've got the money to purchase them straight out. I've got the money. But I've just got to get down and sit with the people and say, hey, let's do this or not do this. I just want to make sure my ducks are in a row. In the state of North Carolina, if you want to buy property in the state of North Carolina, you must pay a real estate attorney. You can't just go sign a deed over and be done. You can do that if they're just giving you the property, but not if you're selling the property. Has to do with the tax man, of course. Nothing to occupy his time. He's doing nothing to, I would say, help us. He just doesn't show anything. And of course he'll say, well, I had everything on my channel and I delete it. Listen, that's one thing you're not going to see me do. I'm not going to freak out one day and delete everything and think it's going to do what? Get me less stress? I've got to say, God, is this really happening? I'm documenting. What's he documenting? The last thing I watched him, he was in a hotel. They supposedly wouldn't let him finish his driving time for CDLs, and he was yelling at a ceiling in an apartment or a hotel that he doesn't even pay for. He was just stop, just cussing out the air. That's lack of self-control. And like I said, as much of a child as he acts now, I can only imagine the terror he was when he was a child. It's just, I'm the best. What? You think I have to do this? I could have driven it with that floor plan. I could have just left it alone. But look, I'm building it. This thing runs like a top. It has less miles than my Bronco, less miles than Tina's car. It ain't got less miles than my Ranger, but 129,000 miles? This thing's a freaking cherry. This thing will go 300,000 miles, not a doubt in my mind, because it's an old Chevy truck. It'll last forever. You don't sell your only transportation because, I'm going to get rid of it so they don't tear it up anymore. No! And if you're a man, fix your own car. It kills me. It kills me. Just take a vehicle and pay somebody else to fix it. That would affect my manhood. I mean, God, another man's going to work on a car for me? Like when I got Tina's car fixed the other week. Man, that broke my heart that I wouldn't do it myself, but my hands are so broken and I can't have her car with that engine wide open out here laying in the yard trying to put it back together. So I paid somebody, a professional, to do it. $800. It's done within 2 days. It's done. No problems asked. Now she drives it. But a grown man to sell his own vehicle and get rid of it because he doesn't have the ability to be a man?
So basically, he just made the argument of getting a professional to do it. Right? So at first he's like, I couldn't believe, well, my hands were crippled up and it was all laying all apart. So I paid a guy, 2 days was done. There was no hassles. It was just paid and done. Then he switches, he's kind of shift the goalpost. Now it's not about working on your vehicle. It's selling your vehicle instead of getting it fixed. Right? Did you guys all notice that?
I mean, men, the reason why divorce rate is so high and that women are single, because men aren't men anymore. Now listen, women got a lot of problems too, but men aren't men anymore. Do women like a old greasy man that's dirty? Yeah. A woman wants to know not only can you protect her, but if her car breaks down, that you can show up on the side of the road, put a tire on it, or you can get it running, or you can just get it home. Men, you need to stand up and start being men. If you can't take a nail and nail a piece of wood together, you're not a man. If you can't take a welder and weld metal together, you're not a man. Oh, man, how have we slipped so far? And listen, this is all by design. The Chinese are watching. They're watching, and they're seeing every generation comes out, and we have the weakest generation out right now. I'm telling you, from the age 35 down in this country, they're ruined. I just got blessed with two smart, hardworking daughters, but the rest of the population, we're in trouble. But guess what? Here's the good news. There are a lot of us old men that can outwork these 18-year-old punks, that have the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to stand up and take on tyranny. We just don't sit around and bitch at the world. I'm the best. I'm the best. Give me attention. No. Every day, I'm out here in my junkyard. I'm out here making money. I'm out here hustling. And I don't even have to. I can lay in that couch all day and all night, and Tina wouldn't mind at all because she knows I'm doing what she pays me to do. Pays me? Yeah. Got a roof over our head. We are a team. We're a team. We work together. I cook, supply the food, take care of everything in the house. Her car breaks down. Boom. I'm there. I support her. When a man can't even find a woman at all, like Mr. Abe, he's a problem. So this isn't, I'm not rallying the troops to attack him. I don't want you to attack him. I don't want you ridiculing.
Channel 69 GWN donated $4.99 through Super Chat. By the way, this guy is a perfect representation of the county he lives in. There's a bunch of clowns there. Skull, ask me how I know, rolling on the floor laughing.
Well, I mean, I've never been to Hickory. I can only imagine. I mean, I've seen some of the company he keeps in the videos. I mean, they're everywhere, right? They're everywhere. I don't think it's isolated, but there may be a higher per capita, kind of, I don't know.
Don't go to his page and make fun of him. I'm just saying, listen, you rattle my cage, I play defense. I just want to be left alone. If I blocked you, there's a reason, because I don't want the stress. I don't want the hassle. Leave me and my family alone. There's a consensus in this community that this man is lost. He talks about demonic this and demonic that, but he doesn't believe in God. How can you not believe in God, but you believe in the devil? If there is evil, then there is inherently good, the absolute opposite. So just as the Bible says, I'm going to be persecuted for my faith, I'm commanded to love Abe no matter what. So I have to love him. I don't have to like him, but I love him. I'm going to pray for him just like I've been doing, because that's what does it. It's the prayer. The prayer heaps what? Hot coals. Hot burning coals on his head. So I'm going to pray for him. And let him burn, let him burn, let him burn. I'm Stuart Pidlone, the most targeted citizen. I am the best. T.I. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Shalom, everybody. Oh my god, this is too funny. So, oh my god, look at this. So cute. I'm showing it to you again because my last video, somebody's hating because I can sing better and look prettier while I'm doing it, while I'm singing to my beloved Jesus. So the actual lady who sings that song has reported my video or whatever, so I have to take it down. But anyways, that's her loss, because you literally just like axed yourself from being blessed by God, because I'm God's wife. I'm Jesus' wife. But anyways, so it's crazy because now you're all seeing the Lord vindicate me, with all these passport bros. But first of all, speaking of passport bros, so passport bros is so crazy because the Lord's just leading me, I guess, and he's just vindicating me in front of all y'all, all you basic ass bitches. And because I know everybody remembers when, you know, I released the Haughty Women of Zion, I started trending, and all these basic bitches was like, ooh, you know, we're chosen, we're the chosen ones. How she rising up against, like, so the Lord has vindicated me because it's so crazy. I don't know why, but something in me just prompted me to go check out this Christian dating app. And as of right now, less than 24 hours, I have near 500 men, you know, who is interested in dating me. Sorry, excuse me. So, and it's crazy because it's like all kinds of men, like country men from 19 to like 45 years old. All kinds of men and a lot of brothers. A lot of black guys on there too, bro. And they're like godly black men, you know, 6'2", you know, decent, good looking. They're all, you know, decent. And I was laughing because I was like, hold up. This is a lot of people, bro. Because, you know, I got so scared because I'm like, bro, this is my first time. I've never left the father's house since almost 6 years. I have been literally completely isolated except for Jesus and my 2 daughters. Isabel is 8 years old. I literally have raised her this entire 8 years by myself without anyone else around. So for 8 years, I have raised my children. And no one's been around, so I have no idea like what normal people look like or what they do. And, you know, if there's 500 people, you know, a day, how many people is that per month? You know, that's like, I don't know how to do math, but it's like 20,000 men a month knocking on my door from all over, you know. And this is just, actually, this is only just for like, you know, Houston and Texas area. If this was like a worldwide thing, you know how many men would be knocking on my door? Like millions. I mean, the Lord literally says this, look, arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. And he basically says that all the kings of the earth will be blinded by my glory, and they will come to me. So I was thinking, wow, this is actually really happening right now because they're literally coming to me. Like, I can't even keep up. I got so scared. Not of the men, but I just get overwhelmed because I'm not used to talking to one guy, more or less thousands. I mean, every second there's like 100 men who, you know, knocking on my door. So I canceled my account because it costs like $40 a month, so you can't just get on there. You have to pay. So I have $40 a month. I canceled my subscription, but I still have the rest of the month. So I'm like, damn, so that's gonna be like 30,000 men who have left these haughty basic bitches behind to seek after me, you know, a passport bro queen. It's so funny because now you see the Lord, you know, vindicating me because they were just, you know, bullying me on the past, and they're like exalting themselves like, oh, we're the world's most beautiful women, and now they're the world's most loathsome. Not only are they so loathsome, all the men are traveling, you know, outside of America, or they're coming to me. Look, for Zion's sake, I will not keep silent. For Jerusalem's sake, I will not remain quiet till her vindication shines out like the dawn, her salvation like a blazing torch. That's about Jesus vindicating me before all the hoes, all the nations, all you ugly basic bitches. Look up. Passport bros, come my way.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So, folks, and I know there's a certain someone in the audience, and I just want to take a moment. After the traumatic events that unfolded on our last live stream, Nick decided to do a stream about the trolls, which is fine. We're going to skip through, though. A couple people drop in about the midway point here. So we got a lot of this, we got this going on, and somewhere in about there. Because I guess Nick is talking more shit about me or something. He's mad at me for his actions, I guess. I don't know. He's threatening my parents and shit last time. So we'll have a look. We'll see what he has to say. We'll give him a chance. This is over on the Nick Bravo channel, if you'd like to watch the whole glorious video. He then made another video calling. I don't even want to get into it. But anyways, let's see what Nick has to say. We'll give him a chance.
Photog was asking, why do you think it's okay for you to fuck on Vaughn, Shani, and Rev when you constantly bitch about people making fun of the disabled and the mentally ill? Do you have any answer for that?
No, I fully admit messing around with Vaughn and playing videos and stuff, criticizing. The thing with it,
no, you went into his panel and made fun of him. That it wasn't criticism, and you still have the stream up, dipshit. I mean, what?
So, as I said before, I was so rudely interrupted. I'm going to stop screen so we can get these up here. So, as I said, the thing of it is that it's not the thing of it is it's like 1 or 2 videos about somebody. That's one thing. When it's constantly when you're constantly doing it, that's a problem. Also, I did not feel good about myself doing it, so I've stopped. Whereas other people are still constantly putting that stuff up, and that's kind of their choice to do that. I didn't realize you were still muted. Sorry about that, belly rub.
And the content that they're constantly putting up is you drinking and being as creepy as possible.
Well, that's your opinion. You're welcome.
No, that's like the majority of YouTube's opinion.
No, it's not all of YouTube because I'm not. In case you haven't noticed, I've only got 400 and some subscribers. That's not all of YouTube. If it was all of YouTube, I would at least have a few million, because how many people watch YouTube a day? It's not all of YouTube. Believe me. At this point, if I was a guest on I don't know, Joe Rogan or Tim Pool or whatever. Yeah, that's true. I forgot to put that up there. I gotta put that up there. I need to get better at that. I also need to figure out how to add Rumble and Twitch to this, because then I can make some real money. That's very true. I can talk about disabilities because I do have disabilities.
No, I said majority of YouTube, and I guess I should have said majority of your chat. So, correction there.
My cat?
Chat, retard.
Cat. My chat. Okay, I thought you said cat. Okay. Is English your native language?
Nick, you have a hearing aid. I mean, come on.
Oh, so you're ableist. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, Nick, I'm ableist. I'm disabled too, dipshit. And they're a lot worse than fucking hearing impairment and some lack of testosterone.
Is it a cognitive? Is that a cognitive disability or a physical disability?
Like an actual troll. That's incredible.
Is it a cognitive disability or a physical disability?
Oh, what, mine?
Yes.
Multiple physical disability.
Yeah, I have a physical disability too. I have elephantitis in my penis. To carry these heavy balls around everywhere I go.
That's rough.
That's definitely a disability. Or a
superpower, depending on how you look at it.
Well, yeah, that probably is a superpower for some people. But so if I was on Joe Rogan or some other persons like that, I'd probably have quite a few subscribers and followers.
I think you could dazzle Rogan, Nick.
Easily.
Oh, you could? Awesome.
No, I said I think you could. I mean, you're an interesting guy. Yeah.
I've not done anything interesting. I'm not interested.
Well, dude, what was that stream the other night? That was very interesting.
The what?
The stream the other night. Can you not hear? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, because I'm talking and then you're trying to talk over me, which isn't going to happen.
I know it's not. You kept muting me.
Yes, because I'm trying to have a conversation.
Well.
But I mean, if you don't want to have a conversation, that's your choice. Again.
No, I was here to point out how hypocritical and annoying you are.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
It is. And like everybody in the chat earlier was saying the same shit I am right now.
Oh yes, argument of consensus. Oh, we all think like this, therefore.
Give up the philosopher's stick, Nick.
Oh,
just stop.
Why does philosophy offend you?
It doesn't if it's a real philosopher.
Why does philosopher? What does it take to be a real philosopher?
Not getting drunk and creeping over 19-year-olds on YouTube.
Okay.
That's like one of the prerequisites, I would imagine.
Diogenes was then not a real philosopher. Karl Marx was not a philosopher.
They got drunk
Socrates
and creeped
was also
on
not a
on YouTube.
philosopher. Plato was also not a philosopher. Kant was also not a philosopher. I can go down the list. Most people who are philosophers are pretty sad fucking people. I mean, seriously, what was the guy's name who lived in a barrel? Who they call him a philosopher? I forget. It was a barrel or something. Something the cynic. I forget what his name is. Some Greek guy. He lived in a jar.
Was Roman, Nick.
He was a philosopher, right? But somehow.
All right. I'll concede the philosopher point if you concede you being retarded.
No. If any way we can say that somebody's a philosopher is if they're wealthy and good looking and
nobody said that. Just not retarded.
Nobody's
That's
a philosopher.
Nick, that's it. You don't have to be rich or good looking or anything else. You just have to not act like a complete dipshit.
I mean, Socrates did a whole thing about aesthetics and how it wasn't useful.
Philosopher. That's right, Dr. J.
Look at him. He's just trying to ignore it.
Well, where are you going with
What's the chat
this?
saying right now?
I feel so bad for some of you people. Let's see. I'm gonna Google what does it take to be a philosopher. Because I'm gonna sit there.
Nick, you're smarter than Google.
I'm going to Google it, silly, because I know you're not going to believe me if I say it. Just a minute. What does it take?
I want to talk about your choice of adult beverage because the last one I saw you drinking made your lips purple, and I think we can do better than that.
Yeah. Probably. I'm
not hating Nick. We've talked several times. I've always been polite to you. I'm not being a jerk when I say that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I know you're not being a jerk.
Me neither.
Okay. No, whatever. Irv, why do you care, Irvy? I think I've got like a lot of homosexual men who probably follow me and they just wish they could have me, but they can't. So I'm trying to find. Let's see.
He said, what should I do? What, Postal? You better fucking believe it.
Mr. Unite for the Chillwind has just donated $2 through Super Chat. That wasn't a barrel, it was the Cookie Monster.
Yikes. Thank you very much, folks. I'm going to let this play for a second. I just got to step away for 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't think there's any prerequisites. Having people to listen to you is probably the only requirement.
I'm trying to read this. Let's see. Yeah, all I'm finding is intellectual jibber jabber, not any concrete I mean the philosopher, it says the word philosopher comes from ancient Greek, Romanized.
Pursuit of truth. Yeah, we got it.
Lover of wisdom. The coming of the term has been attributed to the Greek thinker Pythagoras.
Pythagoras, I think.
It's lover of wisdom, not lover of truth. Because what is truth? What is truth? Tell me what truth.
No, Nick, you got to tell me. You're the philosopher.
He's gonna philosophize on me now.
See, this is the kind of shit that I'd expect to hear from somebody who has their head full of Stefan Molyneux's use. So we'll just call it.
I'm an acolyte of Molyneux.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I heard him always say, philosophy is the love of truth. Well, no, it's not, because what's your truth? What's somebody else's truth? Jeez, come on.
That's day one stuff, Nick. Come on.
Because day one.
I mean, you did mispronounce Pythagoras. I mean, I'm just throwing that out.
Pythagoras. I apologize.
Nick, are you going to take down that stream with taunting Von Helton in the title?
I
think you should leave it up, Nick. I think
you should. You absolutely should.
Between you and Von Helton. I think Von Helton deserves to be, to get a little bit of hell online. He's
Oh,
not a nice
absolutely.
guy. He's really not a nice
Absolutely.
person.
You know,
I think that's objectively true. Speaking of like philosophy and truth, I think it's objectively true that Von Helton is not a good person. I think he's absolutely.
Oh my god! Anyway,
Do you disagree?
that I'm Brian from the.
No.
He's trying his hardest to ignore us. Look at him.
That's right. Brian the dog is trying his hardest. I am not. So yeah.
See?
I do not care. Oh
What
my
a fucking
goodness.
weirdo.
Oh my goodness. Vaughn is a bad person. Yes, that's true. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's like if you're kicking a dead horse, you know.
Yeah, but that horse is not dead, buddy. That horse is prancing in the fucking pasture.
Why are Vaughn and Nick fighting? Was it over the black slave owners' phone numbers? I don't know what they're referring to. The black slave owners. What the frig? Anyway. Although I did get a letter from Kentucky, and it is the will. So now I will be taking possession of Alice.
Have you thought about, look, all jokes aside, because I think you're in a position where you could kind of wrangle this, Nick. I think you could wrangle the single wide that Vaughn used to live in. You should. I mean, it would be free, no rent, right? You could drive to Manchester and work.
If I had to live in that kind of environment.
Yeah, but you could clean it up, man. You
I
wouldn't
would go
just
crazy.
Well, you wouldn't roll in there, with dog shit everywhere. You clean it up first, right? But if it's giving you a free place to stay,
I would legit go crazy. There's only 400 people in that town.
Yeah, but you're right down the street from a decent. I mean, it's not huge or anything.
No.
Well, what kind of population do you have in your city? Don't tell me where you're at, but what kind of population do you have in your city?
I would go crazy. I would. I don't know what I'd do, but I'd go crazy.
That's some nice country where Vaughn lives. Believe it or not,
It is
it's right there on the edge of Daniel Boone Forest.
There's no Starbucks, and
there is a Starbucks. It's just not right. It's just not right down the corner. It's not
just
walking
15
distance.
miles away. Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Look, man, you're 15 minutes from a Walmart. That's not the boonies.
That's not a selling point. That's not a selling point. That's not a selling point, being 15 minutes.
No, but what he's saying is you're not in like a small town out in the middle of the sticks.
Right.
So don't try to make it sound like.
Anyway, can you imagine?
Anyway, let's ignore what Bob's saying because he's accurate again.
It's just no. I'm sorry. No. It's no. There's no way in hell. Maybe I'll talk about moving to Austin. That's where I've decided I'm going to move to.
Austin, man. I don't know. Austin, I don't think that city's your speed, man. Austin is one of those cities that sounds like a good idea until you get there.
I need something that has like acting schools and people that are more.
And you used to live in Hollywood, bro. If that was going to happen, it would have happened.
Yeah, please.
No. That's incorrect.
Nick, real quick. Every time I see you try to do something, you'll say, "But see, the thing of it is like," and then you'll list out some irrelevant problem, and then you never do anything. What?
Are you trying to say I'm incompetent?
Yeah.
Fine.
Yup.
Well, that's your choice. That's your claim. That's your belief. You're welcome to it.
That's what you do. Like every stream is like, guys, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to become an addictions counselor, even though you quit those fucking classes.
I did not quit
every
the classes.
time.
I got to fucking afford them. So I got to find a fucking
Have you thought about the Pacific Northwest?
You told us you quit. I mean, these are your words, Nick, not mine.
Yeah, sometimes I lie to my haters to fuck with them. Yeah,
that's bullshit. Get the fuck over yourself.
You don't know what what is the truth?
I'm gonna give you a bit of advice here, Nick. We need
the truth.
Well, yeah, I'm just giving you advice. Listen, I'm an idiot. I'm a fully admitted idiot, but even I can see that the old "I was only pretending to be retarded" gag that doesn't hold much water.
No.
Okay.
But have you thought about the Pacific Northwest? I think they have some good social safety net type stuff in that neck of the woods. I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't know for sure.
I hate rain. I hate the cold. No.
Well, it's not really cold up there, but it is rainy.
No. Yeah, it's depressing.
No. Anything that means I have to do something, no.
No,
Fuck
the only
that.
reason that I stayed in no, it's look, I've got to be able to find something to do that's either entrepreneurial or online because
You won't do
there's
it.
just there's it's like I can't even find a job as a friggin' dishwasher here, so it's like, what's the friggin' point? You
Well,
know?
there's plenty of jobs, up in that neck of the woods.
No,
Again, the
I'm-
rain is
I-
the rain is definitely a bummer, no doubt about it. But
no.
it can't be a deal breaker, right? Like the weather's not that bad there.
Here's the thing. I actually have self-knowledge. I know about myself, and I know how I would deal with it.
Yes, self-knowledge, but little self-awareness. Let's skip through a bit of this.
God, he's
In
so
that
far
kind
up
of
his
Well, I
own
mean,
ass.
and stuff. You should write in.
Yeah, but where does it take place?
I think anywhere. I think that they'll probably have some drinks tonight.
Yeah, that's probably a good option.
I'm just trying to help.
No, I know.
This is a great show, Nick.
Yeah,
maybe.
But talking about like doing what a lot of people do in the troll space.
I'm not a troll, just so we're clear.
No, I know that. It's boring. It's not having any real impact in the world.
I know
It's
you,
not
you like to
doing-
look down on it from your high philosophical throne, but then you continue to do it. Like you just do, and you'll be like, oh, well, 1 or 2 videos isn't that bad, but you've done it way more than that, Nick.
Yeah, I have been doing it way worse than this. So yeah.
So stop bullshitting and pretending that you're like on a high horse. You're just as retarded as Vaughn, and you troll way more than he does. So you're like the worst of both worlds.
Wow.
Wow. Oof. It stings, doesn't it?
So, I was actually feeling, pretty good. I still feel kind of good, but I'm just like, man, that's just, I kind of feel bad for that guy because he's just, I don't know, perpetually negative.
Well, to be fair, this stream has been kind of, Debbie Downer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That is true. I mean, you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's no, you're fine. You're not the problem. I was trying to block Mop, but he disappeared. He ran away. He left onto another one of his whatever. So, but it's not supposed to be a downer. It's supposed to just be, a conversation about something. But it's it is a very serious topic.
Well, can I ask a question and again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I ask it. I'm trying to be cool. But yeah. I'm a buddy with Secular Opinion, and I didn't hear this, but I heard through the grapevine that you kind of told him that if he played a video, you were going to come after him. And that may not be true. Maybe you didn't say that, but
no, I'm not going to come after him. I do think it would be funny if at some point that I had the money to move to Canada, and I just like as he's getting coffee or beer out of the gas station, I just show up with my start the live stream and show up and with the camera and say, "Hey, Secular Opinion, how you doing?" Watch
if you save enough money, you could be his neighbor, move in right next door, and really fuck with him.
Oh, that that would be funny. That would be funny. That'd be very funny. Better yet.
But Secular's a nice guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a good dude.
Oh, dude, oh my gosh. I just thought of something diabolical that would fuck with his mind, but I would never do it. But yeah, I'm not even going to say it because.
Well, say it. I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
I mean, so what holidays do Canadians have where the family gets
Boxing
together?
Day,
friends and family, right?
They have Thanksgiving. They have Canadian Thanksgiving. They
so
have
Monday night, so some barbecue or whatever, right? Some Canadian Thanksgiving, right? And they invite friends, not just family, right? So then,
I mean, I'm not a Canadian expert, man, but
I don't. I'm not either. I'm not either. But
they celebrate a lot of the same holidays we do.
He goes over to his parents' house, right? Right. And
go ahead.
His mom or dad, hey, we want you to meet a new friend of ours that moved into the neighborhood a couple of weeks ago. His name is Nick Bravo. That would fuck with him. Just sit there and have a meal with him. I
think he would feed you and be a very gracious host.
With that unstated, like, don't even fucking talk about YouTube.
He would be a gracious host.
I think it'd be funny.
I mean, it would be entertaining. I don't know if it would be funny, but
me too.
Yeah, but yeah, he wouldn't be ugly to you. He'd fix you a plate.
I don't think he'd. Honestly, I don't think
he'd give you extra maple syrup. He'd give you a souvenir hockey puck.
I think he'd be confused. He might be a little suspicious.
I mean, listen, you said this was diabolical. I mean, that's some Mr. Rogers shit.
As long as he knows that I'm not going to shove a hockey stick.
Well, listen, the tough guy internet stuff is lame, but if I had to put my money on you and Secular Opinion fighting, it's not going to end in your favor, Nick.
Yeah, the goal is not to be the tough guy, and even with you're dealing with people, even if you're dealing with people who are trolls, it's like the tough guy stuff doesn't work, because a lot of these people, you play the same game as they do. They're the first to cry to the police. So, a lot of these people, it depends on how, their motivations and whatnot. And you can't really know a person just by a couple of friggin' YouTube live streams or something like that. I mean, even when there's like tons of footage, like with some people, you're still not going to know how they're going to act in public.
We went from having Canadian Thanksgiving to some big, long, drawn out. You don't know how someone's going to act in public. I don't know.
Oh, was I going too fast for you intellectually? Okay.
Yeah. You're a heavyweight, man. I'm a flyweight. What can I say?
Okay. Well, see, I'm somewhat autistic, so I jump from topic to topic. So yeah.
But no, I just think that you and Secular should. I mean, I think you.
He just said he's somewhat autistic. He's somewhat.
Should reach out. Maybe he can do an interview or something.
Yeah, come on, Nick. Come on.
I don't think he wants to do one. So.
I think you'd be surprised, man. Like I said, he's a really fair guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, but the thing with
you've spoken to him before. It's not like he's a stranger.
I am somewhat emotionally mature, so I mean.
Well, there you go. I mean, I think you need to stay away from box wine if you're going to do an interview, right? Like, don't do that.
Let's see. Are you planning on stealing Secular's house? I don't know. I don't think he lives in a house. I think he lives in an apartment.
Well, I mean, he's the king of Canada. He lives in a castle, obviously.
Well, Canadian real estate laws are different than in America, so it depends.
Nick, if you tell me you took 2 years of Canadian real estate, I'm going to jump out of my fucking seat.
No, I did not. I don't know anything about Canadian real estate. Not one thing. Not one thing. No, but I doubt that they have. I mean, I'm sure, like, for example, like if I knew the address and they were selling a house or whatever, like if they were doing foreclosures, I don't even think you can get to Canada, Canadian real estate via Zillow. I'm going to Google that actually real quick. I'm gonna see if there's a Canadian.
Well, Nick, I hate to burst your bubble, and again, I don't want to get into a big, long, drawn-out discussion about what's fair and what happened and all that. But I'm not an expert, but I'm fairly certain that it's really, really hard to get into Canada just to visit if you have a record. So I'm pretty sure, like, being a citizen is out of the cards for you.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's fair is a separate discussion.
It depends on it depends on. I would say it probably depends on the country, and it also depends.
I'm just talking about Canada. I'm not talking about anywhere else. I'm pretty sure Canada won't even let you visit.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to get in with his record. They would. Then there's no way.
Much less live there.
Really
I can say this because I've had a buddy who had a DUI 9 years before he tried to get into Canada, and he did get in, but it was a whole thing. And it was a 9-year-old DUI. So there you go. I'm pretty sure a felon has no chance.
You can actually find Canadian properties on Zillow. The hard part then would be finding a cash buyer. So you could sit there and you could call some of these for sale by owners. Let me see if I can for sale by owner specifically. I'm not finding that. Let's see, for sale by owner. I'd have to play with that because for
Nick is basically play by play walking us through how you can start pulling real estate scams here.
For some reason it's giving me different settings.
Very informative, Nick.
For sale by owner. Yeah, because it's showing me just agent listings. It's not showing for sale by owner. They might not even be able to do for sale by owner in Canada. So I don't understand. I don't know why they wouldn't, but let's see, by for sale by owner. Maybe if I click that.
Well, let me ask you a question a bit off topic here, Nick, since we're both here together. I know that you are a practitioner of the dark arts. What do you think? Give me your interpretation of Von Helton's gods. Is it just nonsense that he made up, or is he traveling some dark path that us neophytes have no idea about?
I think he has made something up, and I also think that he's maybe pissed something off.
Really? What do you think he's pissed off?
Not sure.
Fair.
Well, there's plenty of things according to.
Well, he's actually cast spells on people. Just so you know, like he has like a ceremonial witch dagger and everything.
Karma's gonna hit him. Karma is gonna hit him. Also, if you're messing around the area that he lives in, you've got all kinds of like fairy folk or whatever.
I think that's fairy folk. That's like
Kentucky
United
has
Kingdom.
its own. Yeah, Kentucky has its own like lore.
Hill fairies, holler fairies.
Probably something like that probably does exist. Because you got to kind of wonder. I mean,
the goat man's out there.
I mean, getting worse and worse and worse. So I would almost think that he has some kind of mind parasite. Because I know a lot of people will claim that schizophrenics, that the voices aren't real. I disagree with that. I think what they're doing is they've got a parasite, energetic parasite attachment, and it does cause things to go bad in their lives. So he could be. Is he schizophrenic? I don't know.
Listen, this is just my opinion, and I'm an idiot. So let me preface it by saying that. But
No.
In my opinion, Von Helton. I mean, I'm sure he has plenty of personality disorders or whatever, but I don't think he's like truly mentally ill. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that, but I don't think he is. I think he's the world's oldest 15-year-old personally.
I mean, I think he's an idiot. I think he's
but he's well spoken at times. You know what I mean? Like he's a good speaker.
No, he's really not.
Listen, he uses some decent sized words, right? Like Von has a pretty. I mean, it's not extraordinary, but he has a decent vocabulary. He's decent at like direct speaking to people. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not saying that the words he's saying are true. I'm just saying that he's almost like an evangelist.
Yeah, but if you're evangelizing at some point, you just it becomes second nature. It becomes a script. You can memorize a script. Like I know when I was still doing acting, like in college, we'd have to memorize scripts, and even for like a couple of years afterwards, I could still remember a monologue to a play, a rather lengthy monologue. But it was still me remembering it. It wasn't, somebody said.
Well, yeah, Von repeats himself a lot, so I'm sure that helps in his delivery. But also, and again, I don't know anything about this stuff, but repetition is very big in witchcraft. Like it's a lot of repetition. It's a lot of this, ceremonial stuff. It's over and over and over again, very practiced.
Well, and see that the problem with a lot of these entities, if you believe in entities, they will feed on you. So that's part of the problem also, is you might think that they're doing something for you, when in reality, they're just basically using you as a food source, and that's part of the problem. I do think he's definitely a food source.
I mean, I think, and I don't know how it would translate like with the digital medium, but I think you should kind of, for lack of a better way of saying it, like give him some instructional videos on how to properly cast a proper spell.
I'm not interested in the session.
I'm not saying like making the video public. I'm saying engage him in that. I would be interested to see, because I think he's a phony. And it would be interesting to see, someone who's a real practitioner take him to task. You know what I mean?
He's obviously a phony. Most of these people who claim to be witches or warlocks or anything, most of them are phonies.
So if he came throwing curses at you, what would you do?
Ignore them.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Literally.
I just think I think you're missing an opportunity to really property that wasn't yours knowingly. I mean, you did do that.
No, I did not do it knowingly, because I thought that we were doing legitimate real estate.
Who's we? Why didn't he sign anything? Why was it just you?
Because I was a dumbass and I was a patsy.
Did you share the money?
Sadly enough, yes.
So he took half the money. And
I
don't know it though. I feel you. You've said this before, but I haven't heard it.
I mean, I don't see why we need to go over it again, because it's
we don't have to do anything you don't want to do, Nick. I'm just pointing out a fact that you and real estate do not mix.
No.
I'm trying to be helpful.
Don't mix. Me and criminals don't mix. So I think that's where.
Yeah, but Nick, again, we can talk about the fairness of it, but technically speaking, you are a felon.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that, right? There's no unless
unless
Biden pardons you. I don't even think then it matters. But unless something crazy like that, unless the governor steps in, unfortunately, whether it's fair or not, that's where you're at, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying it. I've never denied it.
I wasn't accusing you of denying it.
Sorry, I'm trying to do three things at once.
All right, folks, if you want to watch this video in its full glory, there's an hour before this, and then there's obviously the end. You can check it out over on Nick Bravo's channel. And, yeah, there we are. So, let's move ahead, folks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
No, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a Red Rollie right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Red Rollies.
No! Alright, so, welcome to Shanny's Rumble, and I guess you're getting me for now for some fucking reason. But I'll tell you this, the latest thing now, I guess, is that Shanny posted messages between her and her son. I don't even want to use his name, okay? Me? I respect the boy so much that I don't even want to use his name, because he should have nothing to do with anything having to do with me or Shanny. That's the way it should be. But the latest bullshit, because Gary is an asshole and continues to spew his lies and trash, is that it's child abuse to post a loving message between you and your son. That's child abuse now. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't chat with your son in a chat, in a program, and say, hey, look at this really loving, wonderful chat to disprove Gary's fucking bullshit that all of the family hates each other and I'm starved by Shannon and all these bullshit lies that he's putting out there. That's really mind-blowing to me. Like, you're going to trust this guy that just a year ago was saying that we were two of the best parents he'd ever seen. And that it was always, oh, I love you this, and it creeped him out that people said that they loved each other. And then making weird innuendos about threesomes because something was talked about your shirt or something. I mean, the guy's a clear liar. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the latest bullshit. It's abusive to post a loving message from between you and your son. Like, we're on a different fucking planet, folks. Check out Shannon. We're on Rumble here, so, like, toss her channel all over the place, you know? Make her successful. We love you. Peace out. It's insane.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, she removed all her videos.
I should have been entitled to make this channel where I could have made money. But no, that four-eyes, ugly, disgusting little prick by the name of Shiva had to get me demonetized. So now I'm going to purposely live on the government's dime. I'm going to purposely collect food stamps. I'm going to purposely live on your tax dollars. Do you know, Dragonite, one time restreamed one of my broadcasts and made almost $1,200 in super chats? Yeah, Dragonite, stealing my content, one broadcast, over $1,200 in revenue. That could have been mine, should have been mine.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. I am Justin Emo Halliwell, and it has come to my attention that YouTube supports and sympathizes with the title of this video. Now you gotta be saying, oh, come on, Emo. YouTube doesn't support that. Well, obviously they do, because if they didn't support that, why are they removing all the Chris Hansen channels? And you know what I mean, the Chris Hansen channels to catch a, okay? Because I know a lot of catchers are Chris Hansen channels, so I'll call them Chris Hansen channels, that are being demonetized and removed from YouTube, while others get to say, and I just don't get it. And YouTube, again, is fucking over the community with their, lack of support. What else is new?
Remember, this is the guy that hung out almost religiously with Rick Productions, right? And made excuses for him. So,
but I strongly believe that YouTube supports what I put in the title of this video and sympathizes what I put in the title of this video, because if you didn't YouTube, you wouldn't be removing all the Chris Hansen channels. Everybody's going to say, well, the Chris Hansen channels are vigilantes, they're not law enforcement, they're not this and that. They're following the TOS, and yet you're still taking them down. You keep saying them, well, if you interview a blank, you got to, you can't say any of his name or where he's from or where he's employed. You can do the interview, and then you also have to have police presence in the video. So a lot of these catchers are doing it where they're confronting the person. You know, who are you here to meet? Oh, you were here to meet a blank-year-old. Oh, okay. Well, you want me to inform you on something? It was blank the whole time that you were talking to. Okay? So. And then these guys set it up where they have police presence in their catches, and these channels are being removed. Now, there was an account out there by the name of something Catcher Channel Destroyer. He said that he was going to get rid of all the Chris Hansen channels at all costs because he thinks that because most of the people that they catch are mentally disabled or mentally retarded, and he doesn't like the catchers or the Chris Hansen channels picking on the mentally insane and the handicapped. And he says, if I see a channel that's doing that, I'm going to report the channel and get it taken down. If you're a channel that's making money, I'm going to get it, I'm going to report you and get it taken down. And if I see you confronting a mental retarded person, I'm going to do things to you which would be considered a threat. This is all what this asshole said. And the channel name I'm talking about is blank Catcher Channel Destroyer. And he claims that he has connections with YouTube. Well, the connections with YouTube is supposedly he's related or friends with the cunt CEO of YouTube. The cunt who's ruining YouTube. The cunt that we got to get her out of the presidency and out of the CEO of YouTube because she's ruining YouTube. So, this guy is using his pull to take Chris Hansen channels out. He's using his pull to destroy people who are doing good and protecting the underage, I'll put it that way. He's protecting those people. I mean, that's what these channels are doing. They're protecting those people who can't defend themselves. And then you got this asshole, blank Catcher Channel Destroyer, that is set out on a mission to destroy all these channels. And we've lost a lot of channels. We lost LC blank Catcher. We have lost OBL Nation. We have lost blank Catchers Alliance. We have lost a few other channels. And it's not real. It's not right that this guy's going around destroying channels that are, protecting the underage. It's not right that he's doing it. And his biggest point in the video is he doesn't like Chris Hansen channels going after the mentally insane and retarded people. Well, where the fuck were you, blank Catcher Channel Destroyer? Where the fuck were you when I've been getting trolled for the last 2.5 fucking years? I'm a mentally handicapped individual. You don't like the Catcher channels picking on the mentally handicapped, but nobody on fucking YouTube, nobody in the CEO or corporate of YouTube has saved me from my fucking trolls for the last 2 fucking years. So, I'm calling you out, blank Catcher Channel Destroyer. You're going after the wrong people. The people who are making fun of the handicapped and the insane are the goddamn trolls, not the Chris Hansen channels. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Now, like I said, in this guy's video, I wish I had the original video because I'd love to show you the video from blank Catcher Channel Destroyer's video, but he basically threatened people that if I see you out there doing a catch, I'm going to do bodily harm for you, and the perpetrator of or the guy you're interviewing, I'll let them get away while you're laying on the ground. And I'm like, that's a threat. He made a threat, and now miraculously, all of a sudden, his video is down. But yeah. The YouTube community, I call it the Chris Hansen movement. That's what I call it. You got a lot of great channels out there, and a lot of great channels are being attacked because this asshole claims that he's in good with the CEO cunt of YouTube. Like I said, we lost OBL Nation. We lost Blank Catchers Alliance. LC Blank Catcher has left YouTube and is now on another social night. They went after Alex. They've attacked a few of Colorado Blank Patrol's videos. And so, in my opinion, if YouTube is going to take out the Chris Hansen channel, then that means they support what I put in the title. Until next time, stay safe, be well, take care of yourself and each other. Sorry I gotta be vague, but I have trolls out there that like to cut up what I say, so I gotta be vague so they don't put certain words in my mouth. Alright, thank you guys for watching.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, welcome to the humble abode.
Young Irvy Helton was a spry ninja in training. But then one day a debilitating disease turned him into a pathetic sack of shit. Hi, I'm Wolfer Brimley, and I'm here to tell you about a terrible affliction. Diabetes. Now scientists have found relief from this ailment.
Chili dogs by the bone.
Chili dogs by the bone.
Hooey, folks, we got something that'll make you feel real good. Chili dogs by the bone.
Chili dogs by the bone.
These tasty chili dogs will knock out diabetes in a heartbeat.
Chili dogs by the bone.
Side effects include delusions of grandeur, swollen, crusty feet, unexplained foul-smelling odor, blind, impotent rage, and neglect. Always consult a doctor before trying new medications.
Chili dogs by the bone.
All right, folks, that time of the evening, we're going to flip it over. Yeah, as I said earlier, Von Helton actually did a hot dog video today, but Odyssey hasn't processed it as of yet. But we're gonna go back through some Von Helton videos and get caught up with Von. But first, I want to settle this King Cobra thing. I want to see what the hell is going on. So I found some video. I just typed it in the search, and something come up about Buttercup rage. So I don't know if this is what happened, but let's check a little bit of it out.
To the person who's knocking on my door, I don't mean to be offensive. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it wouldn't hurt to see who it is. Take off the vintage shades for a second. What's up? Oh, I did not order that, but is it paid for? It's not paid for, dude. I'm sorry. My trolls are assholes. If it's paid for, I'll take it. If it's not paid for, I apologize. Oh my fucking god, a box full of garlic butter. Somebody actually. Oh my god, that is too fucking funny. I love to put garlic butter on my pizza, so that's just too goddamn funny. Yeah, I'll take that. It's paid for. Thanks, man. So it's yours? Yeah. My fucking YouTube trolls are miserable. As long as it's paid for, you know, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, it's paid for. Alright, thanks, man. You have a good one. I have his phone number. Don't worry about it. Alright. Oh my god, I'm so jealous of Cobra because he loves to put garlic butter on his pizza. So we're gonna. Oh my god, YouTube, hold up. I gotta laugh at this shit. This right here is proof that I rule my trolls' lives. My trolls are so fucking jealous of King Cobra JFS that, oh my god, one of his legit fans sent him a bunch of alcohol to do a fucking video and then sent him some free little squeeze. You know what? Fuck this shit. I want to fucking. Hold up. Oh, this is too goddamn funny. Oh my god, my trolls are fucking beyond sad. It's like, I'm so jealous of King Cobra, I'm going to send him. And it's like, is this your idea of trolling? I'm going to send Cobra a bunch of garlic buttercups from Domino's. Because Cobra loves pizza and he hates sickos. So let's spend all day calling him a sicko and then fucking send him free garlic buttercups. Because we're fucking losers. Let me just open this up for a second. Hold up, YouTube. It's like, oh, hey, Cobra put the chat on. How can we fuck with Cobra today? Here's a bunch of free garlic cups. Here's a bunch of free garlic cups. They've been paid for. Oh, because Cobra likes smearing garlic butter all over his pizza. This will be hilarious. And Cobra's over here like, yeah, man. Like, oh my god. If we send Cobra, it's like my trolls are trying so hard to get me kicked out of my apartment. And when it doesn't work, They're just so fucking mad. They're like, I hate Cobra so fucking much. So what's their solution? You know, one second. You know, it'd be really funny because, oh, look at that. See that? See that? Now I'm not even getting mad because this is fucking hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. I love garlic butter from Domino's. So, like, I'll just save this for my future food hacks. How is this fucking trolling when it's like, I hate Cobra so much, I'm going to send him free garlic butter. I'm not even going to bother making a pizza because they'll just fucking food hack that and own my stupid troll ass. Oh, jeez. The only thing sadder than this box of pizza is my fucking trolls' lives. I swear to you right now. It's like, oh my God, Cobra loves putting garlic butter on his pizza. So, you know, it'd be really funny if we said screw him and we sent him a bunch of free garlic cups. That'll show Cobra. And if it showed up on camera, oh my God, that'll show that Boglum piece of shit how worthless he is. I'm like, thanks, guys. I love garlic butter, especially from my favorite pizza restaurants. So even if I don't have pizza to put it on, I can save the garlic butter cups for like food hacks and shit. You know, maybe I get my account out of the negative and I get some groceries to make bacon cheeseburgers. I can put that garlic butter on a bacon cheeseburger and like food hack it, you know? So like they're trying to send the fucking free Buttercups to fuck with me, but I'm over here like, thanks, man, it's free food. I'm so fucking jealous that Cobra gets free alcohol from his fans to do some crazy bullshit challenge. Like, oh, hey, Cobra. Jake says if you drink this entire bottle of alcohol on camera, we'll give you $100. And my trolls are so fucking jealous of that kind of loyalty. They're like, okay, hey, I get to make $100 drinking alcohol while no one else does, like I do. Well, you know what? That's cool. I'll fuck with it. Oh, hey, Cobra, we know you're a fat, autistic, alcoholic piece of shit who loves smothering his fucking shitty pizza and garlic butter. So you know what we're gonna do? Oh, please enlighten me. We're gonna fucking send you a fucking box full of Domino's fucking garlic dip cups. That'll show Cobra. And I'm over here like, thanks, man. That'll put some great flavor into my next food hack. Meanwhile, I've got like 2 pieces of like the little squeezers left. I'm sitting here like, dude, this is supposed to troll me? I'm like, you don't see me sending my trolls free food. How is this trolling? You know what's really fucking sad? That the fucking drunk, autistic, alcoholic piece of shit has to fucking explain this crap to you fucking simpletons. You don't see me giving my trolls money just to be like, you better quit trolling King Cobra JFS. Here's $1. You better not watch my videos. You don't see me doing that crap. Fuck you. If anything, I'm like, hey, you want to watch King Cobra's videos? Have at it, Haas. It's not like people are holding a magic wand to your fucking head, threatening Avada Kedavra or the Cruciatus curse. Like, so help me God, you better fucking watch Cobra's videos or you're getting the Cruciatus curse. Like, fuck you, dude. And furthermore, this is supposed to fucking troll me into quitting YouTube. I'm over here like, dude, I love Domino's garlic butter. I could use that shit in my next food hack. So thanks for the extra Buttercups. And thanks for watching my YouTube video. You don't have to donate money, but it's greatly appreciated. Y'all donating money and garlic Buttercups to my cause. I feel so loved and appreciated. Like, oh, one of Cobra's legit fans sent him free alcohol to do a fucking challenge stream with. You know what'd be really funny? Yeah, what would be really funny is if we took, and the same dude who sent me the free alcohol sent me some free Little Caesars to munch out on, and my fucking trolls are so fucking jealous that they think, oh, you know, it'd be really funny if we made fun of Cobra by sending him a bunch of free garlic Buttercups. And then when Cobra gets it, I'm like, shit, something to dip my last two pieces in. Fucking A. Thank you, trolls. Thank you, YouTube trolls. I got some garlic butter to dip my last two pieces of Little Caesars in. Hold up. I'm like, you know what? If my YouTube trolls were molested by their parents as kids, taking it out on Cobra is not going to erase their fucked up childhood. You might want to get some help for that. You want to fucking sit there and obsess over calling Cobra a sicko when Cobra fucking hates sickos more than he loves Ozzy Osbourne and Cobras? You're fucking with the wrong person, dude. I want to turn your insults around on you. Once again, I want to say to my YouTube trolls, thank you for sucking me and Ozzy Osbourne's dick and giving me some free butter for my pizza. Oh my God. Like, this Little Caesars was so fucking good, it didn't even need sauce. And then a bunch of my trolls are like, yeah, you know, it'd be funny. We know where Cobra lives. Let's send him some fucking free sauce. That'll show him. It's like, show me what? Show me what? The only thing sadder than my YouTube trolls are kids who get raped by pedophiles. That's the only thing that's sadder than my YouTube trolls. How is that trolling? If I hate Justin Bieber, why the fuck would I send him free food? That's what I don't understand. Like, if Justin Bieber had a craving for garlic butter on pizza, how the fuck is this trolling? Honestly, I want to say thank you, because that's a nice touch to the last two Little Caesars cheese sticks. Like, Cobra's live on YouTube. You know, it'd be really funny if we pretended to be a fucking YouTube fan and send him some Dominoes, and then when he opens it up, it's nothing but a bunch of garlic Buttercups because Cobra loves putting garlic butter on his pizza. Oh my God, that'll show him. And I'm over here like, thanks, man. I don't gotta order garlic butter next time I order pizza. So I appreciate that. I'm like, I swear to God, dude, my trolls need to get a life more than I need to get laid. That's the fucking truth, dude. These fucking pelican fuckers. I'm over here like, how the fuck is that trolling? If King Cobra JFS likes garlic butter and he likes smearing it all over his pizza, and sure, some of you might be like, oh, that's disgusting because maybe garlic is not your cup of tea. That's fine. That's your choice. I'm like, how the fuck is this trolling YouTube? Like, is this supposed to make fun of King Cobra because I like putting garlic butter on my pizza? Hold up. This is fucking hilarious, YouTube. How many pizzas can I make with this garlic butter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put 2 cups of garlic butter on each pizza, that's enough garlic butter for 6 different pizzas. So thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting me and getting Ozzy Osbourne to notice my ass, as well as Danny Filth. And thank you for sending me all this free, delicious garlic butter, because let me tell you, I love my garlic butter, despite being a vampire. Okay, the whole vampires hate garlic, that's a fucking stereotype. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for sending me free garlic butter. I appreciate it. I'm going to use that for my cooking and for my next pizza order. I'm sitting here going, man, I'm so full from the Domino's / Little Caesars that my fans already sent me. And then my fucking trolls are like, oh, fuck Cobra. I'm so jealous of King Cobra. He gets free alcohol, free
All right, I think he's just going to repeat himself. Let's skip ahead here.
tobacco, and sweet care packets. Butter makes me laugh my fucking ass off because I'm sitting here like, dude, I love Domino's garlic butter and garlic butter from all my favorite pizza chains. So how is this trolling? You sit there and give me a fucking dollar on Cash App and PayPal to be like, you better not go live, Cobra. I fucking hate your guts. And I'm over here like, I want to go live regardless if you like it or not. Oh, hey, thanks for your dollar, prick. Like, oh, congratulations. We know where King Cobra JFS lives. We're such obsessive stalker losers that we're going to accuse Cobra of stalking Ellen, even though he doesn't stalk her, while we stalk her and stalk him at the same time. Fucking massive, miserable, fucking hypocrites, dude. It's the fucking truth. My trolls can't handle the fact that I'm friends with Ellen's parents and it has nothing to do with her. They gotta insert some bullshit interior motive against it. Go fuck yourself. The idea of Cobra being happy because I get to go hang out with Walt and Angie, or like, oh hey, I get my tactical soap, or hey, Ozzy Osbourne released a new album, or hey, Cradle of Filth, Danny Filth gave you a shout out. They can't handle it, dude. Anytime I'm happy in life, my trolls are miserable. So if I really want to be fucking with my trolls, I should be happy all the time just to fuck with my YouTube trolls. But I'm like, nah, you know what? That's too easy. More than he loves cobras. Like, wow, your life is fucking sadder than mine. Because I would sacrifice everything I love in my life, including my wand business, my YouTube fame, getting signed by Ozzy, my dream house, everything that I love and want in life, everything that I have included, I would sacrifice all of it to end sickos. Even if I never got of-age pussy for the rest of my life, so be it. I would sacrifice getting of-age pussy the rest of my life to end sickos. And yet somehow my fucking YouTube trolls are so fucking retarded. Their obsession with me is honestly fucking sad. I have to wonder if my trolls are more autistic than I am. Ford. And like, you know, it's about making a difference in the world. A lot of people really like King Cobra JFS. And I thoroughly appreciate the support that I get from my fans. Mouth. You got a steel toe right here. You know what I'm saying? $100. And I'm like, and okay, no challenge, no fucking being like, okay, I don't care how long it takes, do your thing kind of thing. My evening, I want to take that pizza that they sent me with no cheese and no sauce, and I'm going to food hack it into my own pizza. And you're like, hey, trolls.
Wilson Destroyer of Worlds has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Is this what it sounds like listening to me talk?
You have your moments. You have your moments. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the content. I appreciate it. Now, please, suck Ozzy Osbourne and King Cobra's dick harder while you're at it. With it. I tend to think, hey man, Cobra's pretty legendary. What the fuck are you doing with your life? I know. I'm gonna send Cobra a bunch of free garlic cups. Because Cobra likes putting garlic butter on his pizza.
All right, so I think we get it, folks. That is what's going on in King Cobra's world. Thank you for joining. Let's move on now. Now, word on the street is the hot dog video may be processed. Let's go back. Oh, my goodness. We have today's hot dog video. Hot dogs by the pound. All right. I think we got to celebrate this, folks. Sorry, I got to do it. Where is it? All right. Let's do it. Bam.
I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bun. Bam, bam. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. Bam, bam. Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. 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 I'm a hot dog.
One of these
Fucking-
motherfuckers is like evil cartoon characters.
Fucking accent. It was 4 times I was destroying the entire world. I was
just like an evil cartoon character, right? You know,
right? It's like fucking
every one of these motherfuckers is like evil cartoon characters, man. It's crazy. Klaus Schwab,
like he was fucking Hitler incarnate, man.
They all like evil cartoon characters, man. It's fucking hilarious in a way, but it's
fucking sick in a way. I mean, they're like, it's like they fucking read the book 1984 and they like, I saw the fucking, and I saw the villain from the cartoon Powerpuff Girls. I want to be just like him.
I want to be just like him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's fucking crazy because, you know, it is almost like they read 1984 and some of these other conspiracy type books, because they're literally patterning pretty much everything that they say. But you know what it is? I mean, somebody was asking me that.
Before we go any further, I want you to give prayers to my wife. She's not feeling well, eh?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. May the gods richly protect her and bless her and keep her and get her out of that mess, whatever it is. Yeah, absolutely.
For everyone who's watching, please pray too. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, it's like they're super villains from fucking cartoons and shit, and it's like, Klaus Schwab. I mean, he's even got the fucking outfit and everything. It's like, goddamn, holy fuck, man, But anyway, hot dogs by the Bon. The trolls even wish they were having hot dogs by the Bon.
Oh yeah, those look good.
And they are. Oh wait, I forgot. I don't cook. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You only do microwave on. You know that, right? You only nuke it.
Only do microwave. I don't cook.
Mom, why are you such a useless piece of shit? Like the trolls say, huh? You don't do
buddy, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, and I can't seem to figure it out.
How come you can't be more like Larry Frost? He's a fat fucking piece of shit slob who just stays in bed all day.
And who owes $36,000 in back rent. You would think the trolls would be all over that shit, right? Hey, you lazy bum, get out of bed and pay your fucking rent, Oh no, not the trolls, not the YouTube trolls. Of course not. Of course not.
Fuck with no lube. Ooh, ooh, ah, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Pacific Northwest Jess is back, donated $10 through Super Chat. Money for legal team when Vaughn comes for you, sec.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yes. I'm counting down the days on the calendar, folks.
You know why, John? Because it was never about the truth. It was never about doing what's right. It was never about any of that shit. It was all about dogging Von Helton in any way they could. And here you've got a man laying in a bed that refuses to pay. He not only didn't pay me rent, he didn't even pay my mother his rent. He never even paid my mom.
Oh,
I've got the bank account. The bank account has no deposits, no withdrawals. There's only one electric bill that was paid out of it, one, and that's it. There's no payments to that fucking that trust fund or whatever the fuck they called it. No, there wasn't. He wasn't even paying my mother. He wasn't even paying my mother his rent.
From your phone.
Okay, so you can sit there and bitch about Von Helton all day long, but he wasn't even paying my mother rent either. Okay, he owes $36,000 in back rent, folks. Where is the YouTube trolls at on that shit? Oh, they're amazingly fucking silent. Instead of telling a lazy fat bum to get off his ass and pay his back rent and to give back his daddy's inheritance of $2 million, instead the trolls are going to go over there and suck up to him because they think he's going to do something to me. He ain't going to do shit to me except go to jail. And I've got that straight from the fucking judge. He either pays back what he owes or he goes to jail. It's just that fucking simple. He can sit there and talk smack on YouTube all day long, all he wants, but that ain't going to change a goddamn thing. But I just find it fucking hilarious that these trolls that'll sit there and bemoan me not having a fucking job and me a goddamn cripple, but Larry, he ain't never had a fucking job. He's always been on welfare. Even when he was able-bodied, he was on welfare. They're not on his ass. They're not on his ass to pay his rent. They're not on his ass to give back the money he stole. I mean, he got my father's inheritance. The only fucking way he could have went to Ohio and got that is if he lied and told him he was me. That's the only way I could think of he could have got it. Anybody else out there? Anybody else out there got another opinion? Let's hear it.
That's what they do. He's a 3-time convicted felon. He fucking
yes, he's a convicted felon. Yeah, he's a convicted felon, and and they're harboring him and coddling him and giving him aid and comfort and colluding with him. And I'll tell you, you trolls. Now this is a convicted criminal, folks. You better be sure, because I tell you right now,
Vaughn, you're making it sound like the trolls care whether he's a convicted criminal. They themselves are convicted criminals.
Well, that's the thing. They don't care. They don't care. That's the point.
Flock together, Vaughn. You know that birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't care. They're convicted criminals themselves. They like that. They think that's cool. That's why they don't like you, Vaughn. You're a straight laced kind of guy. You keep the law. They don't like that. They don't want goody boys. They want fucking hardened criminals. They want fucking nasty people to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The wife is chit-chatting with me. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. But yeah, man, I mean, where's the hue and cry from these supposed do-gooder YouTube trolls can somehow get on the fucking internet and say that I'm copying off of his ass? How the fuck does that work? I was in the Army in 1983. Actually, 1982 is when I first went in. So I went in 1982, December 1982.
Ronnie Wright went into the military, what, 09, you said?
Yeah, I think it was 09, 2009. I think it was 2009.
He's a young buck. How old is he? 20 years old? 25?
No, he's older than that. He's, I don't know, 30s or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay, so he's my age.
Yeah, something like that. But here's the thing. Motherfucker.
He would have been 18, yeah.
The motherfucker didn't go into the Army until 20 years after I went into the Army. So how in the flying fuck could he say I'm copying off of his ass? No, if anybody's copying off of anybody, he's copying off of me. I was in the military 20 years before he was. But as far as I'm concerned,
you were in the military when he was just a fucking twinkle in his daddy's eye.
He was just a boy. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, I was in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps for 2.5 years. I was in the Coast Guard for 6 months, and then I went into the Army for 9.5 months. But see, they don't ever mention that. They don't ever mention my service in the government, which is as yet undisclosed because I signed NDAs to that effect. But they won't mention none of that. See, they don't mention that. They only mention the 9.5 months. Why? Because it makes it look like I'm some kind of dropout. They'll go and look at that JHJ and RE3 and shit. And they'll sit there and totally gloss over where it says that I got a general discharge under honorable conditions. Notice how when they were talking smack over in Father Judgment's show, they left out the general part. They just said under honorable conditions, which means it was under honorable, which was less than honorable, which means it was a dishonorable discharge, right? They totally left out the word general at the beginning. That's intentional, folks. That's called word salad. They intentionally left out the general part to make it sound like I had a dishonorable discharge. Notice that not one of them, I went back and watched the whole goddamn video. Not one time did they say the word general. They always said under honorable conditions. Well, that is a dishonorable discharge. See, that's why they left the word general off of there. Okay?
What happened that you ended up, I don't really know the whole story, so how did you end up leaving the military?
Well, here's the thing, okay? Fort Hood claimed that they did not have the money to send us out to the field. Okay, when I went into the military, I went into the military for the express purpose of being trained to fight against a war that I believed was coming. All right. And in fact, I even told the brass about it. I said, listen, there's a war coming and we're not ready. We need to get our ass out to the field. And I was talking to all the brass about this. All of them.
In 83, so you thought what, the Cold War was coming to
I knew. No. This was no. I was talking about a future war, which ended up being Desert Shield and Desert Storm. And I accurately predicted the coming of Desert Shield and Desert Storm. I accurately predicted it. My second lieutenant can vouch that I said these things. The commander of the base can vouch for that because I told these people this. I told everybody. They all knew. I told them to their face that there is a war coming in the future and that we're not ready. We've got to get out to the goddamn field. Okay, well, they kept telling me we ain't got the money to go out to the field. That's what they kept telling me over and over again. I'm like, hey man, I'm in my tank. Let's go out to the field. We got to train. We got to train. And they're like, we ain't got the money. We ain't got the money. We ain't got the money. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to transfer then to a unit that is going out to the field and training because there's a war coming and I want to be ready.
Yeah.
They said, well, it's going to take up to a whole year before you can get a transfer out. And I said, God,
that shit takes time, yeah.
And I said, damn, that's a long ass time. You got anything quicker? And that's when they took me to the commander of the base, Port Hood, the supreme commander of Port Hood. And I went into his office, and me and the second lieutenant and the commander had an interesting chat. I told them what I was told, that there was a war coming in the future and that we were not ready and that we desperately needed to go out into the field. And he sympathized with my position. And he said, due to circumstances beyond their control, they just did not have the money for the training. And I said, well, it's going to take up to a year to get transferred. And he said, yes. And I said, do you have something faster than that? And he said, well, you can go into government work. And I said, well, what all does that entail? And they explained it. They explained the various options. I could go in as a civilian. I could go in as a government worker. I could go, there was a whole plethora of shit, and that's another thing too. The trolls and haters would say, well, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. What? Thousands and thousands and thousands of people do it every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Literally, they literally go into government work from going to the military all the time. People do that shit all the time.
That's a common occurrence.
It's an absolute common occurrence.
I believe that. What Todd says, you're lying.
All the trolls say that that's impossible, but it isn't impossible. It's done every day by lots of people.
Done every day, as far as I know. And
in fact, there's people that work for the military that are government workers, such as people that do the chow lines. A lot of times when people do the chow lines, they're actually government workers. And they're at HQ company or whatever, and they're serving out the chow. They're not military; they're government workers, and they're there to serve you your chow. Okay, and that's just one example. There are thousands and thousands of examples, though, of people who leave the military and go into government work or go into civilian work or whatever with no problems. But see, they look at that JHJ and RA3. Oh, well, Vaughn was a washout. Well, now back when I was leaving, that's not what it meant. I don't give a fuck what it means today. When I left, it did not mean that at all. It just simply meant that I couldn't go back into the military. Well, fuck me. I wasn't going back into the military. I was going into government work for years. Okay, for years. So obviously, I'm not going to be going back into the military anytime soon if I'm going to be conscripted out to the government for years and years on end, right? And so, could First Sergeant Ward have put that JHJRE3 shit on there to, as a one last fuck you to me? Yeah, he probably could have. He probably could have. He told me, First Sergeant Ward told me to my face, get this fucker out of my army. And I looked him in his face and I said, fuck you, motherfucker. My parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents, my entire fucking family served from the Revolutionary War right on up until recently. And every goddamn one of them served with distinction. So get your fucking mouth off of me. And he didn't have nothing to say to me because every bit of that shit's documented. But the point is that, these guys did not like me. That's true. And they tried to dog the fuck out of me. That's why I got along with the brass so much better than I did the NCOs, because the wards, for whatever reason, they just did not like me. I don't know why. And it wasn't like I was some slacker or something. I was out there at the motor pool busting my ass, taking care of my tank,
Someone like Todd, someone like Larry, they couldn't make it a fucking day in boot.
Would have made it a one fucking day in the military. I guarantee it.
They couldn't even get off. They couldn't make it through the fucking pickup on the bus.
No fucking way. No fucking way. That's right. But here's the thing. The point is that I was not drummed out of the military. I was not kicked out of the military. I did not have a dishonorable discharge. I was not. Nobody, I mean, like I said, I had the blessings of the commander of the base. Okay. So anybody's opinion, they can go fuck themselves because I'm the one that lived it and they didn't. As for my government work, fuck you. I'm not allowed to discuss it. Just like there's some things in the Army I'm not even allowed to discuss to this day because I signed a fucking NDA. And, go pound sand. I'm not going to discuss my shit. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Okay, when I sign an NDA and I give my word that I'm not going to disclose it, that's exactly what I fucking mean. you know, and if people don't like it, they can suck my big red dick. But the point is that, yeah, you know, I did not get drummed down. I did not. I'm not a fucking loser. I busted my ass when I was
you
in.
have ethics and you have values, so of course you're not going to go against the NDA. I mean, that you know, someone who doesn't have any fucking morals or fucking.
Well, exactly. You have to have morals and ethics and shit like that, you know, and I have them and others don't, and that's on their mind, not mine. You know, and that's probably why they're butthurt, because they know they're in the wrong.
Todd reminds me of the fucking school bully that used to fucking set the ants on fire, you know, with the mic, with the fucking with the magnifying glass. You know, that's the type of prick he is, you know.
Or pull the wings off of flies and shit.
Yeah, he's a psychopath. He's fucking, something's wrong with that boy.
I don't know. It very well could be. Anyway, the point is that, you know, I don't give a fuck what they say. I was not drummed out of the military. That's a goddamn lie. I was literally put into government work via the head brass there at Fort Hood, Texas. They literally got me in. That's not my problem now, is it?
Well, what does it have to be a paper trail? What does the paper trail prove?
Well, they say that because there's no paper trail, that there's no way to substantiate what I did. And that I could just be blowing smoke up somebody's ass. Well, you know, I could. And that would be awesome. But
hold on, Bob. You know you're an honest person and you don't fucking lie. That's good enough for me, man.
Well, here's the thing. If I wanted to blow smoke up people's ass, why didn't I grandiose it and, you know, say I did this, I did all these other, you know.
You should have fucking said you were an Army Ranger, man. You know what I mean? Fucking
yeah, man. I could have said I'm an Army Ranger. I could have said I was SEALs. I could have said I was Green Berets. I mean, you know, there's all kinds of shit that I could have said, and I didn't. I have never once lied about my service in the Army or my service in the Coast Guard or my service in the Naval Sea Cadet Corps. Not one time. Not one time have I lied about it.
Yeah, I'm going to come out tomorrow with a video saying I was fucking Green Beret. How's that?
But yeah, man, if I wanted to be, you know, if I really wanted to play it up, I would have played it up big. Fuck. You know, if you're going to go big, if you're going to go big, right? But
and someone like you, Vaughn, I would have imagined that you were a fucking a general in the fucking tall gray army. You were a fucking alien from the tall grays. You landed on the earth. You were fucking military commander. You know, you have a military base in the middle of the earth. You know, fuck you. You're at the secret island of Atlantis, and you fucking.
Get down, y'all. You didn't get my hot dog. Get down. I got two puppies here want my hot dog. You didn't get my hot dog, dogs. But, well, here's like I said, John, you know, I mean, how the fuck can I be copying off of somebody that didn't go into the military until 20 years? 20 years.
Ray is a sorry sack of shit. Is he bothering you, Ronnie Ray? What's going on?
Ronnie Ray was on Father Judgment, his live show, saying that I somehow copied off of his military service. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What in the fuck are you talking about? I think he's high or some shit.
Wait, who's Father Judgment? Is that Snyder Handyman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I thought we were getting on good terms with Snyder Handyman. He turned on us again. He's back to being a hater.
He never was on our side.
Well, he was kind of, I don't know, drunk, and he was like, "No, I want to talk to you guys and get along." And now I guess he went back to being a troll. I don't know.
Key word: he was drunk.
Yeah.
No.
He was a little liquored up.
Yeah, the key word there: he was drunk.
He was liquored up. Yeah.
Well, the point is that no, these people are not going to change. There's only one thing that's going to change, and that's when they have nice big iron bars in between them and me. That's when they might have a change of heart. Then, of course, then it's too late, isn't it? You know, because remember, John, these motherfuckers think they're above the law. They think they're made out of Teflon. They think they're God's gift to humanity. They believe that they have an inherent right to get on the internet and destroy people's lives. They actually believe that shit. They really do. They don't have that right, but they believe they do. They believe that it is perfectly acceptable behavior to sick the government on an innocent man that's done nothing wrong. As the judge clearly pointed out, the children were never in any danger, and I had never broken any laws. Okay, but the judge got tired of these motherfuckers calling CPS saying, yeah, them kids are dying. You got to get out to the house right away, and all this other stupid bullshit that was not true. And then when CPS gets out here, the only thing they could find wrong was that I was potty training a fucking puppy in my house. Okay, that's the only thing they can find wrong. The kids testified under oath the house was clean. The foster parents testified that the kids had no lice in their hair. Those were the two allegations. But instead of getting my kids back, the judge sides with CPS. Well, he wouldn't let us in a single one, Your Honor. And that was obvious because they didn't have the money to clean it with, because they had taken all my money. When you take every dime of money I've got, including my tax returns, for fuck's sake, how the hell am I supposed to clean anything without cleaning supplies? Duh. It's not like, it's not like this is rocket science or some shit. This is easy to understand shit, But yeah, they take away all my money and then wonder why I can't clean anything. But you got to have money. You got to have money. You got to buy cleaning supplies. You got to hire people to clean it. One or the other. In either event, I didn't have no fucking money. Without money, you can't do shit in this world. That's thanks to the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and the rest of the 300 elite families. You have to have money. You can't do shit in this world without money. That's just the way it is. But anyways, I'm just, I find it hilariously fucking funny that somebody that didn't go into the military until 20 years after I did can get on a fucking internet and claim that I copied my military service off of theirs. What the fuck? I was only in the Army for 9.5 months. I don't know
think
how many...
about it, Tom. If the trolls are right and that you're a dropout and a fucking loser, that means you copied a dropout and a loser. That means Ronnie Ray's admitting that he's a fucking dropout and a loser. Then think about what he's saying, that you copied off of him. That means if the trolls are saying that you're a dropout and a fucking loser and you're copying off of him, that means the trolls are saying... That
means that he's a dropout and a loser. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, that's a good point. Because if I'm copying off of him and I'm claiming to be only in there for 9.5 months, that means he was only in there for 9.5 months and that he's a fucking dropout like me. That's a good point. I hadn't really thought about that. I haven't really thought about that, but that's a good point.
But these trolls don't have 2 brain cells. That's why we can crush their story. Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, that I never really had thought about it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, if I'm copying off of him and I'm claiming to only have been in the military for Army rather for 9.5 months, then that means, and the trolls say that I'm a washout because of that. Well, then that means Ronnie Ray's a washout too, by default. So, okay.
The washout. That's what I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him Ronnie the Washout.
Ronnie the Washout.
I
really thought about that, but yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, he was, I don't know what, now obviously I'm not going to watch their whole goddamn video. I was told that, Ronnie was talking shit about me. So I went over to see what it was. So I just skipped through the fucking video until I got to that. But yeah, I mean, how in the fuck can somebody sit there and claim that I'm copying my military service off of them and they didn't even go in the military until 20 years after I went in? How the fuck does that even work, But that's all right. I don't give a shit. They're all going to go to prison anyway, just like I told you. Remember what the God said. The God said that when the smoke clears, there's only going to be one motherfucker standing, and that's going to be me. Everybody else is going to be in jail, or they're going to be gone, one or the other. And that's
gonna be me.
Yep, it's gonna be me. Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think everyone's in the military. That's a bullshit fucking lie.
Well, they're butt hurt because they can't find any dirt from when I was in the government. See, that's what they're wanting. They're wanting to try to find some dirt on me from when I worked for the government, and they're not going to find shit because there's no goddamn paper trail. It was the fucking Cold War. It was psychological warfare. And there's not you're just not going to find any paper trail. You're not going to find a goddamn thing. And that's just too fucking bad for them. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't give a fuck what they think. I'm the one that lived the shit. They are not. And, they're going to have to fucking deal with that shit. And like I said, what I did was not unusual at all. It was something that thousands and thousands and thousands of people have done. Okay, they went out of the military, went into government work. It's done all the fucking time. Okay, but see, well, see, these trolls, they want to make hay out of the least little thing, huh?
Very nice.
They want to make hay out of the least little thing. You know?
Background?
Huh? What?
Can you hear the wife in the background?
I kind of, sort of, Kama Sutra, a little bit, not much. I think I heard one or two words, but that was about it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's fine. Take your time, John. We got plenty of time, I think. I don't know. We're all right, dude. I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. Why you got to give me a fight? Why can't you just let it be? I'm all right. I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. Yes. Anyways, but yeah, I just thought that was so fucking ridiculous that somebody that didn't serve in the military until 20 years after I served would sit there and claim that I'm copying off of them when I was in 1982 and they didn't go in until like 2009 or whatever it was, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, whatever the fuck that was. But it was like 20 years later or some shit. A ridiculous amount later. And, they're just, I don't know,
well, that'd be closer to 30 years. But of course, this is all nonsense. Ronnie Ray's in the chat. He went in 89. He's 52 years old. It's nonsense. It's gibberish. Von Helton is a gibberish generator, folks.
In for the butthurt surfers, that's the only thing I can say, because that's what it sounds like. It just sounds like a bunch of butthurt surfers to me. But whatever, it don't matter to me. The only thing that matters is that what the gods intend to do, which is make damn sure that I get back everything that has been taken from me. Literally everything will be restored to me. They've already said so. They've already made it abundantly clear. And we're at the 30-minute mark. So I got to see what John wants to do. What do you want to do, John? We're at the 30-minute mark. And John is not there. Shit. Okay. Well, we're exactly at the 30. Well, now we're 31 minutes.
No, we're gonna do a whole. Don't you worry, girlie. We're gonna be here for about 2-3 hours. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Well, I didn't know if you had to go
We're
somewhere.
here and we're loud and we're proud. Let's just put it that way.
I didn't know if you had to go somewhere with the wife or.
Just seeing what the wife wanted. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yep. All right. Hey, take your time. Yep. We're not going anywhere, I guess. Then okay, we're still here, folks. Okay. So, but yeah. I just thought that was hilariously funny that, somebody that didn't go into the military until, well, let's see when Desert Shield and Desert Storm was. Let's go on ahead and end this right now. Desert Shield. Operation Desert Shield. My bad. It was 1990. My bad. 1990-91. Okay. All right, well, that's still over 10 fucking years, right? Yeah, it's still over 10 years. Okay, because I was in 1982, and Ronnie Ray didn't go in until 1990. So yeah, that's almost a full 10 years. About what, 8 years, 9 years, something like that, somewhere around there. Okay, so he didn't go in until 10 years after I did. But he's going to sit there and say, I'm copying my military service off of his. What the fuck? I don't think so.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
Well, anyway, I thought Desert Shield and Desert Storm was 2000 something, but apparently no, it was 1990.
You're talking about Operation Freedom. That's
I must be thinking of Operation Freedom. Yeah.
Operation Desert Storm was the first Bush.
Right, and that was 1990 and 91. It said, and
then what do they call the George Bush Jr.? I think Operation Freedom or some bullshit like that.
I think it was Operation Freedom or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, even so, that's still almost a full 10 years after I went in. And so how in the fuck can I be copying off of his ass when he didn't even go into the military until 10 years after me? See, that's stupid. That makes no goddamn sense. That makes absolutely no fucking sense at all. None. Zero. And my tank wasn't even the same tank he drove. I drove an M60A3 with TTS. He drove a goddamn M1. So we didn't even drive the same fucking tanks.
Vaughn, their butt hurt, Vaughn. They don't have any. They can't be like you. They wish you were. They look at you like God in a way. In a warped way. They wish they could be like you. They can't be like you. They model their whole life after you. You're in the military, so they have to be in the military. That you drive a tank, so they have to drive a tank. That you got the big red one, so they have to have a big red one. It's just they fucking model. It's like they're narcissists that fucking wish they were better, but they're not. They're fucking losers that fucking model you like God. That's basically what it comes down to. I mean, don't you think? I mean, isn't that what it comes down to?
That's what it. I can see where you can make that analogy. Absolutely, because I mean, who in their right mind spends 20 years of their life aggravating the shit out of somebody in nowhere Kentucky that they do not know, that has done nothing to them? Because that was the first thing the FBI asked me. They said, well, what did these fucks do to you? What did you do to these people? I said, I didn't do shit to them. I don't know these motherfuckers. I don't know them from Adam. And they said, oh. And they said, well, what do you think caused it? I said, well, I used to make these videos years and years and years ago, before Obama even became a senator, called Abomination videos, where I exposed Obama as a non-American. He came over here on a failed student loan visa. He became a CIA operative, and he was working in the DC offices stuffing envelopes. And I made videos about that shit. And ironically, I got my information from Hillary Clinton and CBS News, for fuck's sake. That bastion of conservatism, CBS News, right? So I mean, my information was sound. My information was 100% sound, because it was coming from the Democrats. It wasn't coming from Republicans. It was coming from Democrats. So, I mean, it's all ridiculous bullshit, that they would be pining for my ass all this time, and me not done shit to them other than, I got rid of their Lord and Savior. I exposed their Lord and Savior, Obama, as a complete and utter fraud. That's the only fucking thing that I could think of that it could be, because nobody in their right mind, keywords there, right mind, would hang on to somebody for 20 fucking years of their life. Okay, that's insane. That's not normal. In fact, that is probably a mental condition. These people obviously have some kind of mental condition to where they just could not. Well, I think what it is now, some of them are Luciferians. We've got that by mail. Some of them were Luciferians, and they were dedicated to destroying every facet of my life. Okay, those individuals obviously are criminal, and they need to be arrested immediately and thrown in prison for the rest of their natural fucking lives. But
when you're a good person like yourself, Vaughn, when you're a good person like yourself, Vaughn, you attract a lot of negative energy. Negative energy wants to bring down the good. So of course you're like a beacon of light of goodness.
Right.
Then you get all these little cocksuckers that want to dogpile you and stuff.
But the FBI asked me, they said, what did you do to these people? I said, I ain't done shit to these people. I don't know these fuckers. I don't know these people from Adam, And they're like, really? Well, what the fuck did you do? I said, well, I made these videos about Obama, exposing Obama as a non-American and as a CIA operative, and they're like, oh, and the FBI agent acted like he knew exactly what I was talking about. So, I mean, that was the end of the discussion. Then I showed him that glitter bomb that they sent me in the mail. And I said, well, it's glitter now, but what is it going to be next time? Anthrax, SARS-CoV-2. I mean, mustard gas. I mean, it could be a number of things. And he agreed with me. He said, hey, this was sick and wrong, and the trolls will say, oh, well, it was just a glitter bomb. Yeah. What if my kids had gotten a hold of that glitter bomb and opened it before I did? My kids have been blinded because that, like it or not, that thing was spring loaded. It was under high pressure. And when that glitter come out of there at full force, it could have blinded my kids. It could have went in their eyes and blinded them. That's not my fucking opinion. That is a fact. Luckily, the kids didn't get to it before I did, thankfully, but they could have. All right. So, you know, you could take your glitter bomb and shove it up your fucking ass, because I don't give a fuck. You could have put my kids' lives in danger, real danger. And the FBI agreed with me. He said, well, maybe it's glitter now, but it could be SARS or anthrax or you know, mustard. It could be anything later, you know, because these people are obviously demented. There's obviously something mentally wrong with them, or they wouldn't be acting the way they are. And what does it say about people who are solely committed to destroying a man's entire fucking life, his marriage, his finances, his way of life, his religious beliefs, his friends? You notice they literally run off. Every time I try to make friends online, they run them all off, every one of them. Have you noticed that? Every time I try to start a group up, or, you know, try to get with a bunch of people, what do? They run everybody off. Why? Because that way I'm as sick and alone as they are, because they're sick and alone. They have nobody, because they're a bunch of fucking YouTube trolls, and nobody wants to hang around a troll. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Nobody wants to hang around trolls. Okay, so they're a troll, they're a hater, they're a naysayer, they're whatever, and nobody wants to hang around them because they're full of negative energy. And so, you know, since they're alone and miserable, they want me to be alone and miserable. I mean, that's basically it in a nutshell. And I need to go get a Mountain Dew. I'll be right back.
I'm just putting away clothes. I got laundry here doing, so just doing a little laundry.
Motherfuckers. You know, yeah. I love fucking CPS, man, and I'm gonna enjoy suing the shit out of CPS, because the motherfuckers, you gotta clean that fucking trailer. Well, you know what? When you ain't
and you went through all that trouble and they didn't fucking do anything.
And then I did clean the fucking $300 cleaning that goddamn trailer, and I get into court, and the judge said, I'm not that interested in the trailer. I want to know how much rent you got, and I want to know why these people keep calling CPS out to your house. You know, well, I can't control what other people do. You know, and that shouldn't have been levied against me, but it was. But in any event, you know, it was not, because the children were never, ever in any danger. I had never broken any laws. Nothing was wrong. It was the fact that everybody kept fucking calling goddamn motherfucking CPS out to my goddamn house. Meanwhile, little kids in Kentucky were dying because there was no CPS workers going out to those houses to save those children. And I think those deaths should be levied against the trolls personally, because had they not called CPS out to my house, CPS would have actually went out and maybe saved those kids' lives. The potential was there. And see, that's not right. That's not fucking right. But see, it just aggravates the shit out of me. You know, according to a Kentucky congresswoman, every time CPS come out to my house, 18 children died in the state of Kentucky. Why? Because CPS resources in Kentucky are limited by their own admission. By their own admission, their resources are limited. And so when they're coming out to my house, fucking with my kids, real children right here in Kentucky are dying, literally dying. And I think those deaths should everyone be
absolutely. I agree with that 100% on that one.
Yeah, they should. They should be levied. Those deaths should be levied against the trolls. They should be charged with it. Now, obviously, you can't charge them with murder one, but you can charge them as an accessory or something like that. Because or accessory after the fact or whatever.
Why don't people start calling the fucking CPS after these trolls?
You know, it's interesting. They don't do that.
Why don't someone swat Todd?
It'll never happen. It'll never fucking happen.
Someone should do that to Todd. Todd deserves
Well,
it.
what about Sock Account? What about Sock Account? Sock Account's online, live, talking about fucking animal genitalia and human genitalia. And he's got a little kid. You can hear the little kid clearly and standing beside him or sitting beside him. You can hear the child very clearly. And he's sitting there rattling off about genitalia of animals and humans like it ain't nothing. And the kid, you can clearly hear the kid sitting right there next to him babbling on. Why didn't nobody call CPS on Sock Account and get his kids taken? Oh, because it was never about what was right. It was never about what was right. It was about trying to fuck over Von Helton and destroy his life. That's all it's ever been about. It was never about actually stopping people from harming children. Never. It was never about that. It's just like that fake ass will that the Frosts went into court with. Was there a trust established for those kids? No, there was not. According to the bank manager, that bank account was hastily thrown together. There was no safety deposit box. There was only one transaction in the whole goddamn account, and that was to pay one electric bill, one, and that was it. It hadn't been touched in months, maybe even a year, almost a year, I think it was. And it languished there. It was literally a dummy account that they used to try to keep themselves from getting into legal hot water. Well, that's not going to save them because
right, it ended up backfiring. They ended up losing.
Yeah, it's going to backfire on them big time. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, that's the thing. You know, you get these trolls. They sit there and talk shit, but they don't know what's going on in the real world. All they see is what goes on the computer screen. They don't see what's going on in the real world. They have no way of knowing. And colluding with convicted criminals, folks, is a felony in Kentucky, not a misdemeanor.
What do we got today, Yvonne? What type of Mountain Dew we got? The red one?
We have
Code Red?
Yeah.
You like Code Red, huh?
Well, I bought, I got what they had. They had 3 cases of Code Red and 1 case of LimeWire, the orange one. And so I bought them. And,
okay, nice.
And when I'm trying my best.
Whatever happened to the good old fashioned green Mountain Dew?
Well, it's there. I just, I'm just trying to.
Once in a while, you switch it up, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I switch it out once in a while. Yeah, but what I'm trying to find is Pitch Black. Supposedly Pitch Black is back.
Yeah, I saw Pitch Black at the Walgreens by my house the other day.
You did? Oh
yeah.
My God, John! I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to check. Let's see. We've got we had.
You want me to look for you right here around here? Well, me and the wife will look for it, and.
Well, that's okay.
How we're gonna get it to you is the question. We can't get it.
By the time you pay the shipping and handling,
it'll be much.
Double the cost. Yeah, it'll be double the cost. Because 12 cans of pop is actually quite heavy. So I mean,
right?
It's gonna cost you. It'll cost you. Well, see, it's $5. $5 for the carton. All right. And then $5 to ship it. So see, it's double the cost. It'd be $10.
It might not even be $5 to ship it. Maybe like $10 to ship it.
It might be. I don't know. It depends on how they calculate that shit.
Yeah, Pitch Black. Yeah.
But what I'm going to do, I'm as soon as it warms up a little bit, I'm going to get. It's supposed to warm up into the 50s.
It's right now 30 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's only 30 here too. But see, now starting Saturday, it's supposed to be in the 50s, and so I may take that opportunity to go to town and see if we used to have a Walgreens, but that Walgreens changed over to Rite Aid. But they may still have Pitch Black. I don't know. I'll check. I'll check Rite Aid. I'll check IGA. I'll check Save a Lot. I'll check all the Dollar Generals, Family Dollars, and of course Walmart, and see if I can find it. And I'll try, because I would like to have some Pitch Black again. I haven't had none in a long, long time, and it would sure be nice to have some. So I'll see if I can find some, because I went online and tried to purchase it online. It just ridiculous prices. They wanted $20, $30, $40 for a case. And it's like, no, man, that's way too fucking high. I ain't paying that kind of goddamn money.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's not.
I can go to the fucking store and get it for $5 a carton. Why the fuck would I pay $40 for that sumbitch? That's just insane. So, but anyways, now I guess if you're a pygmy living in a mud hut in the middle of the Congo, and you're not going to get no fucking pitch black ever, then I can see where maybe that kind of money was justified. But, I've got the ability to go to a store and see if it's available. So I'll try that first before spending that kind of money on it, because that's a little exorbitant, in my opinion. Anyways, but yeah, pitch black is back just like I said it would be. So I was right, number whatever. Yeah, said, and everybody was on Discord. Hey Vaughn, I'm getting all my Discord lit up. Hey Vaughn, remember that prediction that you said pitch black was coming back? And I'm like, yeah. They say, well, here it is, and they got pictures of the motherfucker. Let me see. Did I say? I think I saved that picture. Hang on.
Nice.
I think I saved the picture even. Hold on. Let me see if I saved the picture. But yeah,
I like how you took a picture of the hot dog, but we can't see it. It's like behind.
Well, I could take us down temporarily, and let's see. Hold on, let me see. We could do that.
I see the car. Oh, there we go. Oh,
There
that's
you
a
go.
good looking hot dog. What do you put mustard on it? Mayo.
Ketchup and mayo. Yeah, ketchup and mayo.
Oh, I like ketchup and mayo on a hot dog. Yeah, that's good.
I like anything on a hot dog, man. I like.
Yeah, really. Yeah, me too. What do you got back there? You got the car keys. I see the car keys back there.
Oh,
car key. What? No. Put the back to us.
Uh-huh.
All right, I see car keys on top of your head.
Yeah.
What's the blue thing next to the car keys? I don't. What's the?
That is a.
Daniel Larson donated $5 through Super Chat. Lest we forget, Vaughn's kids didn't want to even return to his home. Horrible, horrible little man.
Yeah, that was Vaughn's story at one time, at least. But, yeah, folks. Thank you very much.
That's a flashlight.
Flashlight. Oh, that's that flashlight. Now, what's the thing on top of my head? There's like this black thing with like arms.
Yeah, that's my magnifying glass. I have a magnifying glass for working.
Oh, that's what that is.
Like wanting to, when you go to thread a needle or some shit like that, you can thread a needle.
See it a little better, yeah.
Be able to see it better, yeah. Because I tell you, sometimes that.
And you got your little logo for the mouse pad, huh?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's a custom mouse pad by me. That's one of my.
Now is the Etsy store back up?
Yes, the Etsy store is back up. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, the Etsy store is back up.
I'm doing a plug, Vaughn. That's what That's what I'm here for. I'm doing the plug.
Yeah, and it's working because the Etsy store is back up and it's doing great. And I'm still trying to find that picture.
Now, the one thing I got to criticize you for, Vaughn. I normally don't criticize you.
Right.
You know what it is?
No.
You got a wired mouse and not a wireless mouse?
Huh?
You have a wired mouse instead of a wireless mouse.
Oh yeah, well, I do. I tried a wireless mouse, and it used to always act up on me. So
did it?
Yeah. So
see, I can't do wired mouses because the wire gets all caught up on me. So
yeah. Well, it ain't. This is a desktop, so it's not going anywhere. So it's just it's not that bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
What was I looking for again? What was that picture?
The Etsy store.
Oh yeah, the Etsy store. No, there was a picture I was looking for. I was looking for a particular picture. Do you remember what the picture was I was looking for? Because I forgot.
Yeah, someone sent you on Discord pitch black.
Oh yeah, pitch. That's the thing.
Just open up Discord and grab it from the Discord.
I may have to. Saved it to death. When it happens too, everybody's gonna be like, where the fuck did all these butterflies come from? And then y'all gonna have to come to me because that's where it come from. It come from my gods, the real gods of creation. And John is back. John, hello. John. Okay, that was weird. It took down my shit. What the fuck? John, are you there? John. Okay, well, anyway, whatever. Oh, and by the way, Father Judgment talking shit, saying that I don't cook. Well, wait a minute. If I don't cook, what do you call this shit right here? What do you call that? That's me cooking Gordon's fish. In fact, me and John both have been cooking Gordon's fish here lately. So maybe you ought to pay more attention there, Father Judgment. Schneider Handyman or whatever the fuck name you're using today, before you talk.
Why the hell are you cooking the whole package? Was this from like 8 years ago when you had kids and a family? Like, jeepers.
Smack on the internet. Unfortunately, I got it sideways. I should have turned it around the other way. Oh, well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's me cooking Gordon's fish. And, so yeah. Yeah, the butterfly prophecy is real. It is not a joke. It is not a game. And when all these butterflies start showing up all over the damn place, there's only going to be one person with that answer, and that will be me. Sucks to be you guys. And then you're going to have to eat crow, lots of it. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be lots of fun. Where in the hell is that picture at? Damn it. I'm going to have to I guess I'm going to have to go to Discord and get that motherfucker, because I can't find it nowhere. With an empty bowl but sitting next to him. No, it fucking will not. I've already looked it up. Got to microwave that bitch. That's the only way it's going to die. Otherwise, it's going to inject your shit and kill your ass. Bam calling early this morning. Yay.
My W-2 forms came in for my taxes from the job, so that's good.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Do the taxes easy now.
Yep, and unfortunately, tax time's coming up. It won't be too much longer. This PC. And now this is not the one that's sour. The one that's sour is Pitch Black 2. And we don't have a Kroger's that's close by. This off the vine taste that they're coming up with, they're knocking it out of the ballpark with that. Let me see if I can find it. This last night, and wow, it's just that I put in. That is Persia. Yeah, that was. You got to see the bay window. But yeah, man, I've been busy, little beaver. I've been looking at fancy curtains. Come up with my own big thing. I will have it working. No, I fucking did not.
No, you fucking didn't.
No,
you fucking didn't, Vaughn. I knew it.
I'm going to have to go with this. Okay, it's like I said, Saturday, they're saying it's going to be in the 50s on Saturday. So when I'm out on Saturday, there's two things I'm going to get. I'm going to get Reese's Cups, and I'm going to get tartar sauce, goddammit. And
now you rub it in my face, but I love Reese's Cups.
Why my damn Dollar General does not have tartar sauce, I have no idea.
The Dollar General doesn't have fucking tartar sauce?
Tartar sauce, yeah. Isn't that weird? I mean, you would think they would have that shit, but no, they don't. Now, what I could do, alternatively,
relish and mayo.
Relish and mayonnaise and make my own goddamn tartar sauce, which I may do. I'm thinking.
Now, do you have relish?
No, but I can get relish. Surely to God, they've got relish.
Now, the Dollar General has a relish?
I think they got relish.
All right. So you might have to make your own?
I may just have to make my own. Yeah, I may just have to make my own relish. Say to hell with it. But yeah, man, I was looking at fancy curtains. I'll spit it out. And it's just some of the most beautiful shit I've ever seen. It's just amazing, absolutely fucking amazing shit. And it's super, super beauty.
Oh yeah, that's a nice curtain.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I was looking fucking beautiful. It's
just
just absolutely gorgeous. And in every one of these aspects of the globe, do you really believe that that's coincidence? No, it's by design. It's absolutely by design, and the globe is absolutely fake as hell. And as we can see here with all these 666s in there, it's obviously paying homage to Lucifer, Satan, Shaitan, whatever the fuck you want to call him, Beelzebub, Lord of Darkness, whatever the fuck, whatever you want to call the king of the underworld. Obviously, they're paying homage to him through this fake ass fucking globe. But yeah, every one of these statistics is 666. That is not a coincidence, folks. That is by design. The globe is a fucking lie. And as I said, if you are a theist and you're giving that globe any kind of recognition at all, you're paying homage to Helios, a Greek god. Yes, you fucking are. Okay, so I've just destroyed the globe in what? A minute and a half, something like that. Okay, because that's it.
Record time, Vaughn. You fucking owned them in record time.
Record time. And so, yeah, time to throw the globe out the window because it's not legit. It's not legit. All those numbers, like I said, those numbers come from NASA. Okay, that's not something I made up. Every one of those numbers comes straight from NASA. So if you are acknowledging the globe, you are committing blasphemy. Yes, you fucking are. Sorry about your luck. Don't yell at me, yell at NASA. They're the ones that came up with the numbers, not me. So if you want to bitch at somebody, you bitch at NASA. All right, now here's an interesting one. Now this is over the kitchen sink, which I thought was really cool. And, like I said, I research the shit out of stuff. But this is kind of, I don't like them curtains. It's interesting. Those curtains are actually the cancel.
A matching room then.
So yeah, I'm definitely interested. Are too big for the shacks.
Too big.
So I noticed that some are flying that he might. They'll have me to hang up my spurs or whatever. I don't know. But I want to at least hang in there until them butterflies show up out that window, because I want every fucking YouTube troll to make a public apology when them fucking butterflies show up outside the window out there. Well, because they're going to have to. Because there's only one motherfucker talking about butterflies, and that be me, boys and girls. Freedom religion is the only religion that has a prophecy out there that says you will see hundreds, if not thousands, of butterflies of all different types and colors when the New World Order is destroyed and the Republic of the United States has been restored. They're the only ones saying that shit. No other pagan religion, the Christians, the Jews, the Muslims, nobody is saying that but freedom religion. So when the butterflies appear, I'm going to get a whole bunch of apology videos. Guarantee. So with that, it is 1:30, actually 1:31 now, and so we're going to call it a day. And you all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow, folks. Bye.
We have, if I look at our stakeholders, we have business, of course.
Well, folks, I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, this one, apparently, in the beginning, the first 10, 15-ish minutes, Von's talking about court or some shit. So I just want to check this before we go. Okay.
Well, and good.
There we go, folks.
Well, almost afternoon. I was going to say good afternoon, but it isn't quite afternoon yet. It's only 11, not 12. So, but so I guess technically it's still morning. But yeah, it's 11 o'clock, and we are here live, and we are waiting on John, who says he will arrive at any moment. So we are waiting upon him to arrive, and so yeah, everything's just coming up roses. Everything's just ducky, as I like to say. And so, yeah, we're having a good time in the old town tonight. Just got out of court, and everything went swimmingly in court. Sorry, trolls and haters, but everything went beautifully in court. And the judge told me that monies that are owed to me will be recovered, because that's what a probate judge does. They recover monies that are owed. And that the judge assured me that those monies will be recovered, every last penny. And so yes, and oh, and the even the renters that fled the scene, even the renters that fled the scene owing me money. The judge said that even those people will be tracked down, and they will have to pay me, because it's my money. It's my money. All of it. Everything. And according to this will, which is the real will, not a fake will, this one is the real will that Mom drafted, says that I get everything, and I am in possession of everything, and that everything that my mother had, my father had, or I had is supposed to be mine. Isn't that interesting? Now, the fun part is that the judge assures me that these activities will take place very, very soon. So we're going to put the trolls on hold. Sorry, guys, but we got to put you on hold, because we got to take care of some matters here regarding the real estate and the guardianship and, that sort of thing. That's all back on the burner again. So the trolls are on hold until we get all of the estate problems and the guardianship problems and, all these other problems taken care of and handled. So the trolls are back on hold again. And we're going back to the estate and back to the guardianship and all of the things that need to be dealt with there and handle that again. Like I said, I just got out of court, just got through talking with the judge. The judge agrees with me that these past monies must be paid for one way or another. Ain't that something? So, and like, unlike me and John have both stated, that's what a probate judge does. They go after monies in regards to an estate or I watched the court this morning. There was a renter center came in there, and this one lady had skipped out and not paid on her rental furniture and whatnot, and he was right there in front of the judge to get his money and to get the property, because what I witnessed was just amazing. Because not only did she say that he could receive damages, but that she would actually have the sheriff go and recover the property as well, provided he, of course, filled out the proper forms and, paid the proper fees and all of that good jazz, which he was more than happy to do when he heard that she would actually not only recover his stuff, but give him an award on his I don't know. It's a company. So I guess, I don't know if you'd call it pain and suffering, because it's not an individual, it's a company, but it would be something similar to pain and suffering. Damages, I guess we'd say. So he's going to get damages and he's going to get his rental property back. That's pretty damn cool. Now imagine what the judge is going to do for me. So I will be awaiting the documents, which are forthcoming. And then once those documents are forthcoming, I will fill them out to the best of my ability. Because, hey, as it stands right now, I can't fulfill my duties as executor until everything has been recovered that needs to be recovered. Period. That's the truth. And the judge is eager to end this case. So we're going to expedite everything a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Eine kleine expedite it. But we're gonna expedite things a little bit. So the trolls are on hold. And we're gonna go back and deal with the estate and the guardianship case and the kids, the mom, and everything. I don't know, but I discussed the kids a little bit, and the judge informed me of things that I need to do in regards to my children, and so I will take her advice and look into those matters. She cannot get involved. Unfortunately, Kentucky, for some crazy reason, the probate judge in Kentucky does not handle adoption cases for some crazy reason. Every other fucking state in the union, the probate judge handles adoption cases, except Kentucky. It's like, man, what the hell, right? But yeah, Kentucky does not. Every other state does, but Kentucky does not. So go figure, right? But it's all good. It's all good. She gave me the advice of some things that I can maybe look into. And so I'm going to look into those things, and everything will be take care of. Okay. Yeah, that's humorous. That's very humorous. Okay. Anyways, speaking of John, I have a comment in the outside chat about their humorous comment. Anyway, we're waiting for John to appear, actually. He said he would here shortly. And so he will be here with bells on, hopefully here in a minute. While he's doing that, though, I am going to go get my food.
Well, you heard it, folks. I guess it's a big win in court. He heard someone else win a case, kind of like the Alex Jones effect, right? When he was talking about how Alex Jones lost the case on purpose so Vaughn could learn how, to go after people. I don't know. I don't know. But it sounds like he's getting this because he watched a completely different case go down while he was waiting to be called forward for his fucking delinquency as a executor. And he sees this as a win. This is what I'm getting from it. But folks, I'm going to have to leave it there. Just a PSA. Next week, I am busy Thursday night. I have another commitment. And also Wednesday. So I'm not sure what's going on next week with the Weirdo Wonderland. We'll try to do some kind of stream earlier in the week and catch up on what's going on. But folks, thanks for joining tonight. Thumbs up the stream. Share with your kiddies. Think about it as a gift. Send it as a gift. Maybe buy it early for next Christmas. I don't know. But folks, that's it for me. I'm out of here.